Yo, people, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Saeed TV. Apologies on the lateness, people, but we're here. Big up to everyone locked in. Jordz was here before. I don't know where he's gone. But
Spursy, innit? Spursy, yeah. Just putting in it back his crowd.
Yeah, bro. Predictably was here just a second ago. But we've got the man them here. We got Don who's smiling. You know what I mean? Don, how you doing first and foremost, man?
I'm good, man. You know what I mean? It seems like I'm the only 3-point collectors this week. You know what I'm saying? I should even host this show, in all honesty, Saeed. You don't deserve to be up there, bro, because you're mid-table. You know what I mean? You should be below me right now, big pause. You know what I'm saying? Yeah?
Well, I'm saying on that one, yo. Sure.
You know what I mean? But I can't complain, man. I was at the game yesterday. I was loving life. But we're going to chop it up for sure, bro. Big up Lee, obviously. Big up Saeed. Big up Roms. Big up LB. And big up Jordz. It's fraud. Yeah. I told you. Yeah. I told you. Win the league, bro. Losing this game. No.
You won one game. Calm down.
Yeah.
You won the game, bro.
And hold your beatings, right? I told you your home is 3-point lane, bro. Yeah. I told you when I'm coming there, I'm coming to collect. You know what I'm saying? I told you there's no way I'm leaving North London without those 3 points, bro. Yeah. Deji's all ringing me off at halftime, talking about, oh, what you say now? What you say now? Bro, I knew we were going to come back. Even when we went 2 goals down, I'm sitting with the people next to me. I said, bro, we are going to come back and we're going to win this game. Yeah? Because the only thing that was going to lose us this game is our mentality, blood. Yeah? Our quality is better than yours. Yeah? 2 years in a row, you're bringing on Van der Ven, getting injured again against us, bro. You're trying to play my man against us again, bro. How fucking dare you, lad?
Bring him on.
Have some fucking respect. The game we are the worst team. We are the worst team to try and rush your players against, yeah? Don't try and rush your players back against Chelsea because we will make you run, yeah? Neto will make you run. Madueke will make you run, yeah? Sancho was a snake charmer again yesterday, blood. He was charming his way through your team, yeah? I'm seeing him on the left. I'm seeing him in midfield. I'm seeing him on the right. Palmer, bro, yeah? Palmer yesterday. One man telling me about he don't turn up in big games. That second half yesterday.
Calm down,
Palmer. Hold on, bro. That second half yesterday is the Cole Palmer we were seeing last season in the big games. Yeah? He decided to just turn it on. Turn it on and turn it up. That's 12 penalties scored in a row without missing. And now he's beating Yaya Touré's record. And we all know how good Yaya Touré was at penalties, bro. That guy used to score penalties for fun with his eyes closed. You know what I mean? Defensively, bro, we weren't great. I'll be real. But away from you, man, slipping, like Cucurella's slipping, and literally you scored from 2 of them. Fair enough to you, lot, Jordz. I can't lie. The first 10, 15 minutes, you were pressing us. I remember in our preview, I said, bro, we need to weather the storm. We need to make sure that we calm you lot down and quieten the crowd. Unfortunately for us, you score from Cucurella slipping both times. Credit to Spurs, you pressed us very well. You were very clinical when you won the ball back. But come on, bro, that was a joke thing. You know what I'm saying? Cucurella had to go make sure that he changes his boots, bro, because it was a joke. You know what I mean? Overall, we dominated the ball, bro. The patterns I'm seeing in the game. I'm seeing Roms texting me as I'm in the game saying, yo, you man are just a beauty to watch. You're a beautiful team. You know what I'm saying? Yeah? Lavia in the first half, absolutely cooking on the ball, bro. Enzo Fernandez, people. Another game where Enzo Fernandez was just cooking everyone, right? In the second half, I was worried because we took Lavia off and it was Caicedo and Enzo in the pivot. And I was like, bro, against Tottenham with Porro and Udogie overloading the midfield, how's he going to get on? Brother, this guy was just getting pressed and he's releasing the ball, pinging the ball, yeah? And when you see his pings in person, it's like Johnny Wilkinson, blood, yeah? It's like Johnny Wilkinson, cuz, yeah? He pings it quick time before anyone comes to him. You know what I'm saying? Excellent, bro. Excellent performance from Enzo Fernandez. And Sancho, these United fans need to stop obsessing over my man. He can't do it in the Prem. You know what I'm saying? He's not good enough. He's not explosive enough. Bro, when you play him with players that are on his wavelength, like an Enzo Fernandez, that's going to play him the ball, move, get it back, connect, combine with him. That's what you get, bro. Not when he's playing it to Bruno Fernandes and my man's doing up grenade launcher, bro. You know what I'm saying? Man's asking for the 1-2. The ball's ended up in the car park, Saeed, where you film. You know what I'm saying, bro? Yeah? He's playing with some real ballers with real fucking IQ. And this is just the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Lebo, yeah? The amount of times you kept cooking my club, telling me we're not going to finish in the top 6. You know what I mean? You gotta make sure I don't finish above you, Lee. I'm telling you, bro. Yeah? Because I'm seeing your XG. I'm seeing Arsenal's XG in the past 8 games.
XG.
Right now, man. In open.
It's funny. I'm glad you mentioned that. I'm glad you mentioned that.
Tottenham have way higher XG than you. They're second below us. You know what I mean? Let me just read a few stats, people.
Have we done the intro yet?
We did.
No, fuck that, bro.
Why is he waffling about XG, mate? Like, what is this?
Let me read a few stats.
Let him do it.
Let him get the stats
before you man come in.
Yeah, go on.
Let me read a few stats before you man come in.
He's gas.
Premier League 2024-2025. Most goals scored, Chelsea, 35. Most XG accumulated, Chelsea. Most shots on target, Chelsea. Most points away from home, Rom's going to tell me. No, Chelsea. Longest active winning streak, Chelsea. You know what I'm saying? And you man thought I was going to be in the mud forever. I hope you man enjoyed your laughs, blood, when I was in the mud.
What trophy?
I hope you man enjoyed your fucking laughs. Yeah? Because we're not a joke no more. You know what I'm saying?
This is the thing. This is the thing with Chelsea fans, yeah. Is they say, "Oh, bro, we've come from Champions League, we've come from Premier League." Act like you've been here before, Don. This isn't even like you just beat Tottenham. You beat us. Well done. Why are you acting like you won the title? What's going on today?
But no, this is how I act every time I beat Tottenham.
You're going on like you're top of the league.
Annoying. You man, that's just some chewing gum on my shoe, bro. Yeah, when people ask me,
and it's funny. Wait,
do you think?
Don,
me and Roms were even speaking about this. Me and Roms were even speaking about this the other month here on the phone. Yeah, Roms were asking me about Spurs. Oh, do you think Spurs are a bigger rival than Arsenal? I said, no, bro. I've only ever seen Tottenham win one thing in my life, bro. One, bro. At least with Arsenal, I've actually seen them win a couple things.
Do you know what
they're a bigger club than you.
Do you know what
you man ain't no rival of mine.
You're
no rival of mine. I don't know what you are.
Games,
you're just a nuisance. That's what you are, bro.
Don, most your games, you hear it on TV. When you do that song at the start, you're always saying Tottenham. So I thought, Chelsea seem like they hate Tottenham more than they hate Arsenal. That's why
we hate Tottenham. Obviously, our clubs hate each other, yeah. But for me, I don't care about Tottenham because they don't win anything. So it's like, what am I really hating? What am I really, really hating, bro? I've seen them win one thing in my whole life. You know what I mean?
You've seen Leicester win more. You've seen Leicester win more than in your lifetime.
I've seen Leicester win more than Tottenham in my life, bro. You know
just to let you know, just so you know, it was against your club.
I've seen West Ham win as much as Spurs in my lifetime as well.
Bro. Real. Yo, listen, Don's back, man. Don is back, you know, the energy's back.
Do you know what, Saeed? It's our job to now rain on this parade because, I think you were excellent. I texted you, I said, I can't hate on this. At 2-0 down, I put money on Chelsea. Just knew Chelsea would win. I put money on Chelsea at 2-0 down. However, I can't ignore Sanchez was good second half, Don, but him giving the ball away, if that's a team with better quality, I think you get slapped. So this is where my confidence comes. Yes, you're second. Listen, you're playing well. But that guy between your sticks, he gives me so much confidence.
It's the keeper.
And Don seemed to be blaming.
Make good saves though. Second half,
you brought up those stats about XG, but if you look at the game yesterday, Tottenham had a higher XG than you. Away from your penalties that you got, Tottenham created better chances for us in that game.
Yeah,
we should.
wait.
I'm not going to sit here. And you guys can sit here and laugh and so on, but I'm through the stat out there because Don was doing up XG.
How do you define XG? What is XG?
It's a load of bollocks. That's what it is.
Don't ask me.
XG. I'll tell you what XG is. XG, yeah. I'll tell you why XG is flawed. If Erling Haaland goes clean through from the halfway line and there's nobody catching him, yeah, his XG for that will be exactly the same as if it's Eddie and Nketiah in the same position. XG is a load of bollocks.
No, but it does make sense, though, Lee, because
it don't. It's a load of rubbish.
The position is the position on the pitch. Every player.
It doesn't take into account the magnitude of the game. It doesn't say so. It could be a final. Nobody takes that into account. No. But that also put right. XG is one of the biggest fucking messes in football. Yeah, along with our fan bases. Yeah, like real talk. XG is the biggest load of crap. Well, it's the biggest load of waffle, right? XG in a final, a Champions League final, is completely different because it doesn't take into account the magnitude of the game, doesn't take into account the London derby yesterday, doesn't take into account the player that's taken the shot. Yeah, it's just a metric that's made up by some.
You realise XG means expected goal. That's all it means. It means expected goal. That's all it means, bro.
Yeah, I expect to have a shit at 10 o'clock every morning. When your XG is high, I'm not going to shit myself, am I?
No, but when your XG is high, Roms, when your XG is high, it means that you're getting a lot of shots on target. It means you're getting a lot of shots on target, bro. Right? Yeah. The higher the XG.
So why do we need another? Why do we need another metric for that when we have shots on target
stats? Better quality chances.
Better quality chances than Chelsea. You're saying that you created better.
I'm saying that the XG represented that. I said off of the back of Don's stats, that's what the XG.
Yeah, Jordz did say it's interesting that Don mentioned that because I knew you were going to come back with your own stats. But do you know what? Do you know what you said? Do you know what you just said? Slightly flawed there because you said if you get a lot of shots on target, if you hit one from 40 yards out and it goes on target, that's not expected.
That's
to
why
go
it's
in.
not XG though.
No, but the thing is,
it's what I mean. It has to be in the box. There's a certain area.
No, it's quality of chance. It's XG basically is depending on where you are in the pitch. Different zones are gonna have different, let's say,
XG.
Why are we complicating football with maths exams? Like, what are we doing here?
Roms, put it this way: if you're in the box, Roms, yeah.
Nowadays, you can study a position on a pitch, and you could be like, 20 players have had a shot in this position, 15 of them have scored.
Who cares? Like real talk, who cares? Who won the game?
75% chance.
Yeah, who won the game? Who won the game, man?
The only stat that matters is the full-time score.
Jules, chat to us though, man. Where did you not go wrong, man? Because listen. Looking at the game, obviously we saw Van de Ven and Romero came into the lineup. You know what I'm saying? And for me, I was telling my boy, I said, bro, you might have rushed them back against a team like us. The way we play, that is not good. And both of them went off. So you can argue that Andrew's wrong. Andrew's wrong, bro.
What you tried to run is, they both went off injured. No. Van de Ven
they did go off injured.
Let me finish, bro. Van de Ven went off at 60, 70 minutes, which Ange already planned to take him off at 67 minutes. If you've ever seen Van de Ven come back from an injury, whenever he does come back from one of these hamstrings, he only plays an hour in a game. So he was planned to get taken off already. That was already said. Ange said Dragusin had planned to come on for him in the last half hour.
Yeah, Ange also said he wins trophies.
Romero went into the game with a foot injury. He'd then come out with a quad injury, 2 separate injuries. They're not.
So why was he playing with a foot injury? Why is he playing with a foot injury? Why is he playing with a foot injury?
He didn't have a foot injury, Lee. He had a foot injury that he'd recovered from, and then he'd come back and now had picked up a quad injury.
Because his foot's not 100% sorted, that's why.
But he picked up the foot injury weeks ago. He was due to be back into the team next week. Ange then said the players looked good in training. They felt good in training, so they're going to come back for the Sunday game. As it's a big rivalry, you just mentioned there, Lee, the magnitude of the game. If you've talking about mentality and leaders and standards of your club. If I've got a leader in my dressing room, I'm expecting that leader to put their life and their body on the line, quite frankly, for the magnitude of a rivalry game. If he has 75% chance and he's feeling 75%, go and play. I'm not going to get on to Ange for playing those players and not throwing in Archie Gray at centre-back or doing Dragusin and Archie Gray at centre-back, setting us up for failure. What are we going to do here? Just like he said here.
But now, sorry to cut in here. Now you've got both of them out for a number of weeks again.
That's not true. Again, people are jumping on fake news. Van de Ven's not out. There's been no.
Van de Ven was holding his hamstring when he went off the pitch. He was sat on the floor holding his hamstring.
He come off and said that it doesn't look bad. He's not out. So this is why
Ange's a serial liar, mate. We know this.
He's not a serial liar, though. What are we doing here? Bro, you lot are just doing this agenda thing. My defenders in Van de Ven, when I see him play on Thursday, you lot are all going to not be talking because he's not injured.
No, not Romero. Maybe Van de Ven, not Romero.
Don't remember I did say prior to the game when everyone was saying they're not going to be back, I said our defenders will be back. I can promise you they're going to be back for this game. They've had more than enough time out. But onto what actually went wrong in this game, we're not going to look at the manager. We're not going to look at him for the fault at this defeat. If we're being honest here, you have to look above board. We have to look at the fact that Tottenham's rebuild, as you've seen from you want to do this, but it's the truth.
Why do you want to talk about the owners?
What you want me to do? What you want me to do?
You want me to come Why is it down to the owners that you lost that game and you 2-0 and you effed it up? How is it down to the owners there?
Because look at halftime. Chelsea made the adjustments. Chelsea brought on Maresca, as he said. He brought Caicedo into the midfield because he's seen at right back. I can't lie, Son was cooking him down that right hand side. So he's getting cooked. He thought, let me bring him to me. Let's make a practical. He was cooking him. Come on, man. You're letting Sonny doing the little jinky down that wing. 33-year-old man. He's cooking. But you look at the tactical changes.
I remember seeing him doing it once. I don't think he cooked
the fact that they can bring Felix off the bench for Cole Palmer, the fact that they can make these substitutions, Tottenham couldn't. When we look to our bench, the first sub that came off, Brennan Johnson, Timo Werner. Now, I do look at it and say potentially Maddison should have come on at that point, make some tactical adjustments, change the system, and then there could be something different in the pitch. That's one thing I can accept. I've always said Ange is naive and his in-game adaptability isn't there. But ultimately, I just generally think that the game state at that point, as many have pointed to, at 2-1, I think the heads dropped. The head was gone.
Heads dropped. Basuma's to blame. Sar's to blame. They're the real culprits.
And I'm sure Don probably felt it in the stadium because I know as a Spurs fan, you can really feel it in the stadium. At 2-1, there was already the belief that Chelsea had won this game. The game was already taken over. Chelsea had already done enough in that game and to put Spurs completely off it. And all this thing
quiet, man. They were quiet.
What'd you say?
I said they were sitting there quiet. They were chucking.
No, it's not about it being quiet. I look at the players, and I just think the players, we've got too many nice guys in the team, not enough leaders. Sonny, a lot of people looked at Sonny yesterday. There was a few chances where he should have finished them, but if we're looking at anyone as to why we lost the game, it's the midfield. The game was lost in the midfield.
Who picked them?
What do you want me to say here? Ange chose midfield, and they're the only three midfielders we have, Lee. So what's your answer to that? You answer that question and tell me what Ange should have done differently.
What Ange should have done with what? So Maddison weren't playing then, no? He couldn't play. Because I'm pretty sure Maddison touched it. Yeah. Oh, so he got dropped. So you had an midfielder then. So there was another midfielder to play
because he was not performing.
Okay, so yeah, but that's not what you just said. You said we only had 3 midfielders. Well, factually, that's incorrect. You had 4 because he was on the bench.
Well, Lee, that's not my point. You didn't. So now you're trying to go on a different point. You just asked me.
You said you had 3 midfielders available. You didn't.
Why did he play them? Okay, he only had 3. We're talking about midfielders. He's not going to play Maddison in an 8 or 6. I'm talking about 10. I did say Maddison, he would change him for Kulu. Kulu's playing better. What do you expect? Kulu's playing better than Maddison. So you telling me that Maddison should play in the 8 or 6? Is that what you're telling me, Lee?
Maddison can play in an 8. He's done it before.
But in a game against Chelsea where they have Lavia, Caicedo, and Enzo in the middle.
What about Archie Gray and Bergvall and Maddison? All 3 of them could have started a game or played a game. Well, they did play a game, but they couldn't.
Archie Gray's not been started in the midfield at all this season because he's obviously not trusted there. He's not physically at it.
So you trust him at centre-back instead?
I don't Lee, you're just trying to do point scoring here, man. What are we doing?
You played him at right back the other day and then played him at centre-back in the same game, but you can't trust him in his actual position.
Archie Gray's not a centre-back. He doesn't need to be played in centre-back, but he's not ready to play first team.
Bro, you paid 40 million quid for somebody who can't be trusted in his position, but you can trust him out of position twice.
Well, then when I wanted to talk about Levy, Saeed just said, why are we going to talk about the squad? Talk about the game. So what would you want to talk about here?
The squad is
the fact that we had the lack of signings in the summer and we signed a 40 million young player. And
but for me, you started the whole argument start with the owners. You literally started the whole argument start with the owners, and that's you know what I'm saying. Like you go to the but you started the whole argument based on the owners, and I'm like, no, let's look at the faults of the team first of all, and what Andrew's doing wrong. Basuma as well.
But then it always goes back to like what Lee said there. Our options off the bench are Archie Gray, Lucas Bergvall, two 18-year-olds with no Premier League
But
experience.
You signed them.
George, this has been always
55 M's.
George, this has
is
always been my problem with Spurs, right? I understand managers rarely go against their principles, whatnot, but I've said this about Ange from day one. It's horses for courses. If you're playing against a team like Chelsea, I'm not even saying be pragmatic, but drop the line back at least 10, 20 yards. That little tweak can make a big difference. You lot will go up against the cities that are actually Spanksy, so they might not be the best example, but you'll go up against the better team, right? You'll go up against the better team and play the same way. He has to adapt to the opposition he's playing against. That is my problem with Ange. We already know you don't have good players. Your owners rarely back their managers, and if they do, it's with Dross. We know this. This is Spurs. But Ange isn't at fault for Basuma being an idiot. Ange isn't at fault for Sarr pushing over Palmer when he was going to the corner flag anyway. These things aren't on Ange. These things are on your players. That's why when Spurs fans go straight to Ange, straight to him, like, hold on, look at your players as well. Look at your players need to take accountability.
That's my point, though, Ron. I've been doing that, and that's what I'm saying. People want me to look at that game, and they want. That's what people want. They want me to come out and say, Ange out, get this guy out my club. But it's not Ange. It's the players. These players are putting their head down. These players.
It's both. It's both. It's actually both.
It is the players. I think if Ange has the right players, he makes these tactical in-game changes.
Turn it in, man. Come on. What are we doing here?
We don't have the right players.
It doesn't change a high line with better players. It doesn't change a high line with better players, bro.
Exactly.
The high line didn't kill us yesterday. It wasn't the high line. The defense wasn't the problem. It was the midfield. What are we doing here?
Bro, you've lost more games than Everton. You've lost more games than Everton, bro.
What's your point?
My point is, you're sitting there saying Ange needs his players. He's been here 2 years.
He's been here for 18 months and he's had 3 windows and barely made.
And how much has he spent? How much has he spent? How much has he spent?
The amount that's spent is irrelevant. It's
not, is it? Because you're saying he needs more players.
No. It's irrelevant.
It's irrelevant because it's a lot.
How much has changed? We're signed. Most of the money that he's spent has been spent on players that aren't actually for the first team. Archie Gray, Bergvall, Alejo Veliz, and all these other unknown youngsters that we're signing.
So Jordz, why have you not got this energy for Chelsea then? Because a lot of players
we bought are for the first team,
bro. Exactly. A lot of those players, you're never going to see them play for Chelsea. No, hold on, bro. Hold on. You just said no. Let me finish what I'm saying.
Yeah, you know what when you do ownership takeover and they give you 1 billion into your transfer budget.
Let me finish. Nah, bro, listen. You just said that money can't be fully accounted for because a lot of those players that he's signed, right, aren't for the first team. But if you go look at the players that we've signed as well, a lot of them you will never even see play for Chelsea, bro, because they're going to get flipped. They are part of that billion as well, bro. Right? So have that same energy for Chelsea when you talk about the money that we've spent.
I don't expect it done. You guys are sitting here telling me about these signings. I never rated all these signings, bro. Did I sit here and say we had a transfer window?
You said you got the best.
He was on the
he said last week. He said they got the best attack in the league.
What do you mean? You guys are you're chatting shit now. Did I say we had a good
last week?
Did I say we had a good transfer window? Did I say we have a good transfer window? Did I say we had a good transfer?
You said you had the best attack in the league.
Answer my question. Did I say we had a good transfer window? No. So no.
We have the best attack in the league. Because George, I said to you, your reason for you having the best attack, you said we scored the most goals. I said that's going to change probably by next week.
That the conversation about the best attack in the league was August, and the conversation wasn't do we have the best attack in the league. It was who is more effective out Diaz, Gakpo, and all these players. And the conversation went left.
You doubled down last week. The super chat after the super chat, you doubled down. Oh no, George! Look at your. Come on, bro. You're better than that. You can't double down with that attack.
Wait, Roms. I said, look at the stats. I said the stats prove it. That's all I said last week.
No, this is why I don't look at stats. It's a load of rubbish.
Whether you. All right, the stats might be rubbish, Lee, but they're facts. I said, go look at the stats. I didn't answer your question. I said, go look at the stats.
But George, can I just answer something? Can I answer something? You're smart. George, you're smarter than that, bro. Yes, Spurs scored the most goals at the end of last game week, but if you know that's inevitably going to change.
And is that not the same way that Don went in the group chat and said we're the highest goal scoring team this week? He said,
yeah, but his attack's actually
the same last week as well, actually. The same last week.
And we were for 4 weeks, bro. It doesn't mean anything. It's tongue in cheek. We're all allowed to have the banter. We're all going to run up these stats.
It was just banter now, yeah? Come on, Jordz, man.
Your club literally dropped points this weekend against your team.
I don't know about my club. My club is shit. I know my club is shit.
Forest, bro. You conceded 3 at home to Nottingham Forest. I'm not hearing it from you. or you. There's no
Why
way.
are you trying to do
Man,
deflection
I don't hear it,
tactics?
man.
There's no way.
Man's come like a politician.
Jordz right now is on the ropes and he's just swinging.
You know what I mean? No,
Bro,
but
now,
the thing is,
honestly though, yeah. Let me
It's
say,
not gonna get any
yeah.
better, though.
Bro, watching that game, I'm seeing some people saying that Spurs had chances in that. Yeah, like for me, obviously, cool. You had your chances when Cucurella slipped, and I've given you your credit because you pressed us well, like I said, and you were very clinical in front of goal. That Kulu goal, the defending for that goal was mad, bro. Top finish from him to reverse shot into the bottom corner. Very, very good finish. But Lavia and Cole there got to do better, man. You got to put a foot in. You got to get your body in front of that. You got to do something, bro. You know what I'm trying to say? But overall in the game, we were popping you about, blood. The way we were building, bro, especially in the midfield, like you said, we dominated you in the midfield in the second half as well. Is that man like Tobes? we dominated you. We dominated you in the midfield.
This is Tottenham therapy show now, man.
No. George has got back up now, lads. We're in trouble.
He's got back up. What I noticed as well, Jordz, yeah. What I noticed as well, Jordz, is that in this game we used our wingers a lot more than what we did with Jackson. Like Jackson weren't great yesterday, but Neto and Sancho we're getting on the ball a lot, right?
Let me just say really quickly, Don, wouldn't you acknowledge that the fact that Tottenham went 2-0 up sort of gave you guys the alleviation that you guys take the game to us? And that's where it went wrong for Tottenham. Because at 2-0, 15 minutes into the game, you guys literally had the game where it's, oh yeah, you guys bring the game onto us, we're going to sit back and defend. And because you got the Sancho goal so early, that changed the whole game state. As Tottenham started to panic, it sort of got into panic mode. And it's like, oh, do we defend? Do we attack? Do we press high? Do we not press high?
But Jordz, remind me of your chances that you missed. Because for me, the Son one would have been offside. Odegaard was clearly offside, and the linesman. Hold on, bro. The linesman waved his flag up straight away. You had the Solanke 1-on-1 that Sanchez saved, right? And then you had the header which hit the bar. I can't remember any.
Son wasn't offside. Son's one wasn't offside. If Son scored, if Son back, he would have been.
But Rob, everyone stopped. Everyone stopped because the linesman he did this, bro. Yeah, and Odegaard was interfering with play. It reminded me of when Bruno scored against City in that game, bro. Right? I think they would.
Personally, I think they would have rolled out the Sun one because the Chelsea players even stopped. They stopped because they saw Destiny going for the ball. If it's Sun going for the ball, they don't stop, right? But exactly. That's a chance that Sun missed. But then Sun had another chance late on in the end when he got in behind Badiashile, should have scored. There was another chance after that, and then I think we scored. We scored, obviously, with the last chance of the game. So we had chances, but the problem, my issue, and Jordz knows my opinion because we were literally speaking about it in the Spurs chat. My issue with that game is there was no point in that game where Tottenham had any control of the match, right? Yeah. We did well to capitalize on Chelsea's mistakes, which is uncharacteristic of Tottenham because that's one thing. Even though we scored the goals, you look at our attack's not clinical. We don't normally punish teams the way we should do. But it was good. Cucurella slipped twice. We scored 2 goals. You would think 2-0 up against this Chelsea team, right? Now, you don't need to commit 5-6 man for the press every time. Now, keep it tight, right? Let them come onto you because they're going to come onto us, right? Keep it tight. Keep it compact, right? We didn't see any of that. We played the same way at 0-0 that we did at 2-0, that we did at 2-1, that we did at 2-2, that we did at 3-2, that we did at 4-2. There was no deviation in how we wanted to actually manage that game of football. So the biggest indictment I can give to Ange, and I've tried to say this, I completely agree with Jordz on the Levy point. And Lee knows this. Lee, we've been doing streams for 4 years. How many times have I screamed about this guy? Back in Nuno days, in Jose days, I hate this owner. He's the worst owner because he consistently shortchanges managers. Why are we having to rely on 18-year-olds in Bergvall, Timo Werner, etc., etc.? But the fact of the matter is, Ange Postecoglou has performed so badly this season and the back end of last season that I can't even stick my foot fully on Levy's neck because let's just say Levy was the perfect owner. Let's just say Levy was the perfect owner and gave Ange this much and gave Ange every player he wanted. I'm seeing a manager who doesn't want to change anything. No. He doesn't want to change anything.
Stubborn. Yeah.
He doesn't want to change anything. Yesterday, Jordz, we said this in the chat, right? Chelsea effectively had Caicedo was playing right back, but let's be serious. Caicedo was playing in midfield when they were in possession. Yeah. So Chelsea had Caicedo, Lavia, Enzo, Palmer, and when Cucurella was bombing forward, they had about five players in the midfield. We're still committing 5-6 players to the press. If we don't win the ball, we're pissed. And we saw that. I lost count of the amount of times where Chelsea had like a chasm of space in the middle of the park to attack because we just had no one there to protect it for us because we're so focused on press them high, catch them, turn over possession. You can't manage these games well against these types of teams. And then for me to come out and put it all on Levy, we know Levy's the issue, but you in your remit as a manager, you're not performing. So at this point, that Maddison decision, right, or the lack of, when Brennan Johnson went down, it's not like I'm asking him to do anything different. He literally had this set up against Man City, where Kulusevski was on the right wing, but he wasn't really playing right wing. He was playing more of a midfielder. So we had 4. We had a box midfield. We had Kulusevski, Maddison, Sarr, Basuma. Are you really telling me if we had Sarr and Basuma stationed just in front of our centre-backs to actually protect the back line, we don't make it more difficult for Chelsea to score? We don't give our fullbacks more cover.
The thing is, though, Tobbs, don't you think even with that, Basuma still makes those mistakes, just like he did yesterday, still makes those silly challenges. That's...
Okay, Jordz, agree. Basuma, we've seen that happen with him. But my concern is, even if Basuma and Sarr didn't make those mistakes, I didn't have confidence that we were actually going to win that game of football because Chelsea was still breaking at our team. Even before we created those chances, before Son came on, they had about 3 or 4 2v1s, 3v1s to our goal. Like, this is what you call irresponsible management. Like, and I can't defend this. That's the problem. It's painful to say, but I can no longer defend and Postecoglou. I can't because
for me, I actually saw your players start to drop off in terms of their pressing though. Like it got to like the first, I'll probably say 15-20 minutes. I could even see Solanke from where I was sitting. Yeah, my man looked out of breath. Yeah, the press wasn't as intense as what it was initially, and I felt like your players kind of started to back off because they could see how I was popping it around them, bro. Our build-up play is mad. The way we build from the back, I was telling you.
No, you man are crazy.
Yeah. The way we build from the back is mad, but the little triangles and that.
Jordan Toes, right?
We picked it off quite a few times, and it was just Udogie and Sarr who kept losing that ball. And that final attack, once we get through, we broke through, and then it's sort of, what do you do with the ball? They just kept losing it. And it was very sloppy. Those mistakes were where you guys kept countering us.
That's a play I actually want to speak on. I don't know if you and Toes agree, but for me, it was the inverse. Like I've said, Udogie defensively sometimes can be a bit shaky. He's normally his attacking prowess is normally what's why we rate him, right? But I've noticed, especially in your past 2 games, because I watched the Bournemouth game and watched this game, I actually think he did well against Son, especially first half. People might not agree. Not Son, sorry, Neto, because he kept showing Neto down the line. Whenever Neto had the ball, he was elusive. Yeah, he looked like he's insane himself. Udogie was showing down the line. But then it's that second half, like Don kind of said, he stops pressing, he drops off. Because it even happened in the Bournemouth game. When first half, I think Udogie was amazing. Second half, when Justin Calvert come on, he terrorized him. It's like, Udogie's one player. I'm not scapegoating him, by the way. I'm not saying he's the reason you lose, but he needs to start sustaining his performances. I think Pedro Porro on the other side does it a bit better, and he needs that balance. But I'm
not going to lie. I actually think this was. I think he's probably one of the few players who actually, apart from one sloppy pass, I actually thought he did his job to a decent enough standard. I felt Pedro Porro has been pants all season, but again, I have some sympathy for our fullbacks because they have no protection. They have no protection. You saw the entire game, Sancho and Cucurella were just doubling up on Pedro Porro every single time. And the managers just stood there, just watching it, no change. Yeah. Nothing.
But you know what, man? We got to give credit to Chelsea as well, especially Sancho. I thought Sancho's performance was excellent, man. Yeah, he was.
Listen, I was hating. You know me, Saeed. I was hating on the watch along towards the end. I can't lie.
Yeah, 100%, bro.
They were good.
100%, man. Like, but now, listen. We've cooked Tobes here. We've cooked Tottenham. But where does this mean for now for Chelsea? Are you still humble? Because Don, I don't think you're the humble type, man. Don't be like Matisse and Carefree Lewis, man, where they're being a bit humble.
No, I'm
the one that's gonna be there to say, "Yo, we're in this now. We're in this title race. We're in this mix. Let's have it."
It's just a title race you won't win. It's as simple
I'm not
as
running
that.
from it.
Title race you won't win.
I'm not running from it. I told you 2 weeks ago it's still a top 4 thing for us and Arsenal because I thought Liverpool were 9 points ahead.
Why are you bringing Arsenal ahead of Arsenal? You
No,
don't
but
hold on a minute.
No,
Forget
but
Arsenal.
let me finish what I'm saying. Let me finish
Okay,
what
go
I'm
on.
saying, bro. Because us and Arsenal were on the same level of points. What I'm saying, right? And now, from last week, I said we're back in the title race, bro, because the gap has closed. And now the gap has closed even more. We're 4 points behind Liverpool. Whether people like it or not, it all comes down to your definition of what a title race is. For me, right now, we are in touching distance. Therefore, we are in the race. Whether we can stay in it is another conversation, bro. Right? You know what I'm saying?
But you acknowledge you're in the race.
Yeah, 100%. We've got Brentford next at home. We
Spurs.
don't do well against Brentford. We've got Everton away after that. We don't do well against Everton, right? We started to change the narrative a bit this season. So we need to make sure that we pick up more W's, bro. And that's when people are going to look at it and think, wow, these guys are actually serious.
Don, do you know what I'd say to you? Because you know when the it first started to come out, our Chelsea and Tower race, and I said 2 things to you. I said your defense and your keeper, but you know I have to hold my hands up. The defense, Chelsea's defense being bad, it's a lazy narrative now because I think you're 3rd or 2nd best defense statistically. So your defense not really shade on. But for me, the reason why I actually now think you're in the race, I think you'll be there till about March, but it's your guy between the stick. I text you this, I'm on the phone to you, I say this all the time. I don't have confidence in Sanchez because even first half, right? If Spurs had more quality, it could have probably been 2-3-0 up because the way you're just gifting them the ball, and this is what I'm saying, there's going to be games that are on knife edges. There's going to be games that are in the balance where I just think he's either going to lose you the game or draw you the game. Literally him, nothing to do with your other 10 outfield plays, just on him. And I think you acknowledge that. That's why I think you'll be in the race, but I think you'll fall off probably with about 7-8 games to go. But you know, at the moment, I don't like this narrative. Chelsea defenders are bad because I used to say that maybe 3-4 weeks ago, and you used to say, Ramel, like, I can't lie, the defense isn't as bad as you think it is. Then I checked the stats and I was like, you know what? The narrative is lazy. No one can call Chelsea's defense bad anymore. It's literally just your keeper. And even second half done, I have to give him credit as well. He made 2 big saves. I know he had, in my opinion, the first half was quite poor, but he kind of redeemed himself second half. But you know what? I think if you lot are serious, I know you've got an abundance of keepers. If you was to sign, I'm not even going to say a world-class keeper or not, because there's not a lot of them, but a very good keeper and maybe another centre-back, I think your attack is enough to sustain a challenge. I still don't think you'll win it, but it's enough to sustain a challenge, maybe till the wire. But I don't know if he's sign a keeper in
we're not gonna sign a keeper. For me, Jorgensen has to come in because, like I've said, for me, he helps our defenders stay composed. He doesn't make them jittery and panicky the way Sanchez does. You're right when you say that he was giving the ball away, bro. I'm fucking shouting at this guy again, bro. Yeah, and I know he can hear me as well.
So it was Lavia and Caicedo. They were ripping into them.
Yeah, bro. You know what I mean? He just he's a hazard in the team. He's a big hazard in the team. But what I'm seeing in the team right now is that we're scoring goals from multiple players, right? Against Southampton, there was 5 different goal scorers. Yesterday, it was Palmer, it was Enzo, it was Sancho. You know, Jackson didn't have a good game. It's not like we're just looking at him to get our goals. We're not just looking at Palmer. There's so many players right now that are stepping up and putting up numbers. So yes, defensively we might not be great. I think defensively we're not the best. I still need to be convinced more. But for me, the major problem we've got in there is Sanchez. If we take him out, I think we'll play better with Jorgensen in goal, in all honesty. But end of the day, we're scoring goals, bro. And we've got easier competition right now in terms of the teams we're about to face. You know what I'm saying? That's how I'm kind of looking at things, man. We should be winning these games.
You know. By the way, I think for me, Caicedo's very, very lucky in that game. You know, with that red card, man. I thought it was a red card. Did anyone think it was a red card?
You know
for
what?
me,
If we're being honest here, if you look at because I know people are trying to compare it to Romero's and his one. If you look at Romero's last year, there was a lot of force in Romero's. He did win the ball, but he followed through with a lot of force. Caicedo's literally looked like a kick, like the studs touched the shit.
Literally
retracted it.
It was a red card.
And the Kulu one as well. I thought
and Kulu's one was nasty as well. Kulu's one was nasty.
Man. I see
when I was watching it in real time, I didn't really I didn't know what to make of it because I didn't really know what actually happened with Lavia, right? And then when you actually watch the replays back, there's not really. At first, I thought maybe he's running, but then there's not really a reason why his elbow should be that high when you're running for the ball and trying to challenge Lavia. So what Kulu did was nasty. He should have been red carded as well. But I reject this notion that this Caicedo thing was it was just a light brush on the shit. F off, man. Caicedo. I seen a couple of those challenges last season from Caicedo, and he knew what he was doing. So spare me, please. I'm not gonna dwell on that because I don't think ultimately that was the thing that was the difference between us winning and losing the game. But let's not pretend as if he was sent off for that, it would have been unjustified. Let's not do that.
Yeah. But listen, I think for me, right now, listen, Chelsea, Enzo Fernandez as well. He's in the form. Just shows you, man. You know what I mean? No misses, no problems. You know what I mean? He's banging in goals. I can't lie to
I
you.
don't know. Did you not see the love bite? Man had a love bite on his neck. The love bite on his neck, you know. Jordz, he had a love bite on his neck. You know that?
Don, how did
he had
you
a love
notice
bite on
that?
his neck.
Yeah. How did you notice that?
Why are you that close to his neck?
What are you watching his neck for like that? What are you on?
Oh, someone said it. So I was like, all right, cool. Let me go watch the thing back, and I could see it on his neck, bro. I could see it.
Okay.
Well, listen,
whoever's
making Enzo a happy man right now, whoever's making him a happy man, carry on.
Don, you know this is one player I've been consistent with, even when everyone was crashing it on him. I said, this guy, there's a player there. Whether he makes it in the Prem or not, he'll probably go to La Liga or the Italian league and ball out there. I think he's a dictator. He needs the game at his pace. But you're now seeing his quality. When everyone's saying this guy, obviously the criticism was warranted. You don't pay that money. Because I would say his first 6 months at Chelsea was actually quite good. I know a lot of people think it wasn't.
It was.
But the last 18 months have been stinking. You have to call it out. But when people are saying he's washed, he's done, that's it. The guy's 23. He still has a career. And now, listen, him being a single man, he's now showing his quality. But like we spoke about a couple of weeks ago, Don, I think what's really helping him is Caicedo inverting. Because him and Lavia now, like, Enzo and Palmer are free. They've got that defensive security now. They can do what they want. But I think now you might see his performance. I'm not going to say drop, but if Lavia's out for quite a bit of time, you're now going to see the pivot again. Maybe his performances might not be what they've been the past month. Maybe, but the player is there. The player is there. Honestly,
100%, man. And there's a myth that off the ball he's completely useless and that. What it is with Enzo, you can't leave him in wide open areas because he's not that quick. That's the problem. When you bring players closer to him, bro, he gets stuck in. Against Southampton, he won the ball back twice for 2 goals that we scored, bro. You know what I mean? Yesterday, I'm seeing him getting stuck in as well with his jewels. You know, he's got that South American grip. You know what I'm saying? He actually plays the heart. You know what I mean? And what he's doing right now as well is he's crashing the box. Because in the first half, I don't know if you guys noticed, we was dropping the ball in the box quite a lot of times, and there was no one there, right? It was clear to me that Maresca said to them in the second half, make sure that you're on those loose balls because we're getting in the box and nothing's happening.
And then his goal come from it. Yeah.
And his goal came from it. Palmer did what he did, you know what I'm saying? Manipulating the defenders, dropping his shoulder, taking them left, right from a right wing position, you know, and then Enzo comes on his weaker foot, just zaps it in. You know what I'm saying? So, boy, I'm happy with him, man. I'm happy with him right now. I can't lie. Him and Sancho have a very good relationship, bro. That left-hand side for us last season was Sterling, Chilwell, and these grenade launchers, yeah? Now, it's guys that love playing with the ball and keeping with the ball, yeah? I don't know if you guys remember that little phase of play between Enzo and Sancho.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? He played it off. Even the goal that we scored, it started from Enzo. Caicedo just put it through a man's legs. He zipped it off to Palmer. Like, bro, the football yesterday was mad. It was mad.
Mate, every time Neto got the ball as well, man, you expect something to happen, innit? Like, he's such a baller, Neto, man. I'm fuming with your front three compared to mine. Like, I look at ours, it's just predictable, boring trash, innit? I look at yours, you got Sancho, Neto, you got Felix sat on the bench, you got Palmer, F him, he's a scrub. Yeah, like, again, another game he didn't do anything. Get out of it, Don. Don't even try it. You're front four. You've got goals. You've got, like, they can hold the ball. They've got good touch. They drive forward. They can dribble. They can cross. They score goals.
Are they finishing above you, do you reckon, Lee? Do you reckon they're finishing above you?
Mate, I said at the start of the season, top 4 for us. Yeah, everyone was hyping up this manager. Yeah, I said top 4 this season. Yeah, I didn't expect Chelsea to do what they've done this season so far, but I don't know. They might finish above us.
Don, who's your next couple?
They got 2 squads.
They got 2 squads. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why they're serious, man.
Who's your next couple games, Don?
So we've got Brentford at home next, and then we've got Everton away.
Oh, Brentford.
Everton, yeah, we've got Brentford. We don't like Brentford. Yeah, let me just.
You ain't won in. I think I see a stat. You've not won in the last 3 against Brentford or something like that.
Bro,
we haven't beaten them in the Prem.
Since they've been promoted.
Everton away.
Yeah.
Then we've got Fulham. We've got Fulham at home after Everton. Then we've got Ipswich away. Then we've got Palace away. And then we've got Bournemouth and Wolves.
Fixtures, man. Look at their fixtures.
You man. You're in. You got 5 in a row now, innit? 5 in a row, Premier League.
5 wins in a row, yeah.
Don't forget good old Shamrock. You got Shamrock in there as well.
I reckon it's just that Brentford game, you know. That's the toughest game. That's it. Brentford, that's it, bro. I swear down. Even though Brentford are shit away from home, don't get me wrong, yeah. But in the back of their mind, they know
They're
that
winless away from
Yeah,
home.
but the thing is, though,
I
I can look at it. I can look at it and talk about last season, bro. Last season they beat us. We started Disasi at right back. Poch left Gusto and Gusto and Reece James on the bench, both of them. He started Disasi at right back. We had Sterling that wasn't tracking for one of the goals that they scored. Like, there were so many things that tactically in that game, in both games, we didn't do correctly, and the quality of players we had was shit. Now we've got a better manager and better players, bro, and we're in better form. You know what I'm saying? So we should be beating Brentford. I'll be real.
Yeah, shout out to Tobes.
Yeah.
Told,
all right,
we should be beating.
Let's get these super chats in then. 2.5k in the building, guys. We've not even got 1,000 likes. You lot are mocking the likes, man. Get these likes up, people. Jordz hopefully will be back as well.
Yeah, they've both had enough, mate.
That's it, man. That's it, bro. They've had enough. They've had enough. Nadir says, since there's no City rep. By the way, LB is sick, man. I don't know if it's just the Bears over the weekend with the staff night out and that. You know what I mean? They went on the staff night out. I'm sure Don will talk about that later on. But yeah, man. Well, so LB, get well soon, brother. And yeah, man. You know what I mean? Big up to you. Nadir says, since there's no City rep, we're buying a 6 and maybe a Bruno Gomes. There will be an end to second. I have chest, unlike certain fan base who need double digits to say they'll win the league. Roms, you are excluded. Don, you are talking like you won something. Talk to me when you won. I can take you seriously. City fan here. I still think you guys are 3 guys away from doing this. Jordz, you bottled a 2-0 lead at home. Find some shame. Tariq says, Don, my brother, mark my word, we'll smash you at the bridge and bring you back to earth. Big up, man. Liverpool fan.
Oh, that's gonna be. We're playing you lot in May. We're playing you lot in May as well.
I tweet our running is Arsenal and Anfield, which the last 12 years will suggest we'll get something from that game, in my opinion. I don't worry. Arsenal away, I worry about. Anfield, I never do. But Brighton and Chelsea away in our last 5, I hope we got the title wrapped up by then. I don't want to be playing. I'm not as confident as I forgot his name. Big up, you sent the chat. I'm not as confident. Chelsea, I actually will go as far to say Liverpool and Chelsea probably don't lose another home Premier League game, in my opinion. I'll say that from now. I don't know,
man. I don't know. Liverpool, maybe. Chelsea, they'll lose a game that you least expect them to lose.
No. Away from home league. Not at, I can't see them losing at the bridge. They've already played Arsenal, already played City.
By the way, Jota and Alisson are back in training. That's good news for Liverpool fans. You know what I mean? Marlon Blaze says, Durag is hiding under a hoodie in case people can't see him. Shout out Tobes before he jumped on. He sent a couple of super chats. He said, Jordz is right. The ownership is asked, but I'm sorry. Angie's done. That's the straw that breaks the camel's back. 2-0 up and playing the same at 0-0. It's painful to say, but he needs to go with Levy. And he carried on to say, brought on Werner instead of Madders when we were bleeding in the middle. The MGMT sucks. Problem is sacking him with Levy hides. He's an awful owner. Spurs used to have the best XG. Now they're 11th. Cry me a River Timberlake settings. Spurs guy, that drunk guy in a bar that slips, punches himself in the face and says he has the most KOs. Bro, you keep going with yourself. That's hilarious, man. That is hilarious. Funny. That's a good analogy. Shout out to Sebri Hush. And Lee, is the Valencia centre back good, the young guy? I don't know who that is.
Not really, no. He's all right. Nothing special. They're 19 for a reason, mate.
Lee, that game yesterday, by the way.
I see the highlights today, man. The level of goals in that game, by the way.
Crazy.
The quality of goals was insane. Both teams.
Yeah. I watched the second half. That game was crazy.
Yeah. But listen, people, make sure you lot are smashing likes up, people. Where should we head next? We've
got Man United, isn't it?
Man United.
We're not leaving you to the end side. We're not leaving.
Yeah, he tries doing this every week, man. Get out of his side. It's your channel, mate. I don't mean that you can take the piss.
No, you know what killed me about your reaction? Your head was so gone right. You were like, Manchester United 2, Nottingham Forest 0.
I was like, why is he having a meltdown? Yeah, they've won the game.
They won the game, yeah. Bro, it's raw, isn't it? So I come out the stadium, my head is hot, man. You know what I mean? Like, if I'd have done it at home, obviously I would not have said it, but yeah, man.
You had to dodge the piss, you had to dodge the dead rats. You know, you've seen a rat running around the pitch. Yeah, stat padding again. Defensively, awful. Yeah, but that's why I keep telling you, Man United fans, and this is why I was so mouthy the other day when we played you. Yeah, it's not because I've ranked my team, because I don't. Yeah, it's because you lot are too loud. Like, as a fan base, you're way too mouthy, yeah?
Oh, you're speaking Arsenal fans. Go on.
Yeah. Well, I cook Arsenal fans on a daily.
Yeah, you do.
But your fan base here have been gassing up everything about this manager. Bro, all that's happened so far, yeah, is that he's just changed the formation. Yeah, and changing the team every game. So it's something different. It's a different thing to what Ten Hag did. It's a different style in terms of what it looks like on the pitch now. Yeah, you still got scrubs up front that can't score goals, and you still can't defend goals. Yeah, so all that's happened is it's a little bit of a different formation, something new. Yeah, that's it. And that's why I was like, no, you don't need to calm down. Yeah, like real talk, just calm down a little bit. All you got to do is just sit there and said, if you lot had said as a fan base here, right, yo, we've got all these scrubby players still. It's going to take a couple of windows for him to get some of his own players. Yeah, let's just see where it goes. I'm not expecting anything. But after 2 transfer windows this time next year, I expect to see him like doing a madness or something like that. Then cool. No, we've got Amorim. He's this. He's the, oh, God, natural. Oh, we're going to play Ahmad at right wing back. Oh, my God, we got Sirkamp. Yeah, like all of this and that. Like, get out of here, man. Like, you don't did too many Ivory and Messi and that. Like, come on, you've had a stinker and hook with that.
Assist.
Like, he's a good player, but
I was hearing some United fans saying, yeah, Europa League and top 4. Both avenues to the Prem. To the chance. Chill out, man.
No chance, top 4. No chance, man. No chance, man. Now, we're looking good, man. I'm not going to lie to you, man. It was Nottingham Forest. Fair play to them, man. They got the win. They deserved it in the end. But, yeah, bro, it's going to be a lot of suffering, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I think Manchester Derby could be a banter derby next week. You get me? Because both teams are shit at the minute.
Why didn't you allow this for Ten Hag then? Why didn't you allow this for Ten Hag? Oh, it takes time. It takes time.
What do you mean? He had bloody 18 months before I went Ten Hag out. Are you mad?
Okay, no. Hold on. Let me finish. Let me finish. This manager is factually the worst manager after 4 league games ever since 1986.
God,
yeah? And you even put that as your title because I texted you and said it. Yeah, I see you on video and it was the title.
Hold on a minute. You know these stats like XG and all that, but you're now using 4 or 5 games.
I see that since 1987 or something.
Yeah. It doesn't matter whether it's 4 or 5 games. Yeah, this guy, your fan base said that he's better.
4 or 5 games. You can't judge anything right now. He's still learning on the job.
Yes, you can.
He's learning.
He's still learning.
Yes, you can. I'm not saying you should, but you can.
New league is adapting.
You know what's so funny about this, though, Saeed? Yeah, because like obviously I'm watching you, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, that first half, you're popping the ball about. I'm seeing Ugarte making some good passes, to be fair to him.
Was quality.
You know what I mean? But, bro, the last 10 minutes of the game, Forest started to attack you because most of the game, they were just sitting back and soaking up pressure. And I was looking at it thinking, like, these men are attacking you, but they're not really doing much with what they're doing right now. You know what I mean? They're not really creating many clear-cut chances. They're just keeping the ball and doing a whole lot of nothing. And Nuno said the exact same thing to these lot at half-time and told them, carry on attacking. Because in the second half, they didn't stop. They carried on how they left the first half.
They hammered them
2 goals quickly.
That's their blueprint, you know, when they go away against the big teams. Even us, like, for the majority of the game, they'll sit back, be pragmatic. But then Nuno just kind of says to them, you know, from the 70th minute, just go for it. If the game's still on the knife, just go for it. And that's what they've done. That's literally what they've done.
No.
They're having a pre-season.
I'm not having any of this pre-season nonsense, right? You're supposed to go, hold on. You're big Man United, yeah? You've got a manager that you all claim is better than our manager, yeah? But better than Arsenal's manager. You said you've got a better squad depth than Arsenal. You've got a better manager, yeah? And you've got, like I said, better squad depth, which means you've got better players as a squad, not just a starting 11, yeah? Maybe our starting 11 is better, cool, yeah? But squad, yours is better. You all said this, your fans, yeah? You've all said the manager's miles better than my manager, right? So why are we doing pre-season settings, yeah?
Yeah, because you got to remember, it's a new system.
Okay, hold on. When Lopetegui went to Real Madrid, he got sacked after 14 games, mate. So I don't want to hear no nonsense. Lopetegui, when he was Real Madrid manager. Yeah, fat Rafa Benitez got sacked after 23. Rafa Benitez got sacked after 23 games there. You're supposed to be the English Madrid, yeah? And you're moving about, oh, it's pre-season. No, it ain't. We're 13 games in.
You got to remember. We got to remember, yeah.
Where's the new manager bounce?
We've sacked a manager mid-season, right?
Yeah, it's not mid-season. No, they're trying to do this mid-season. No. You sacked him after 2 months.
Listen, okay, we sacked him after 2 months.
Mid-season would be now.
Yeah, exactly. You got to remember, we are implementing a new system that these players are not used to. Half of these players, when he came in, were injured as well, and were not match fit, especially Euro and a lot of the players.
Yeah, but you got great squad there.
They were injured, right? Hold on a minute. You've got it takes time. This is gonna take.
It sounds like a top red. It takes time, guys. Give it time.
Saeed, let me ask you something.
You know what?
I agree with you, Saeed.
I don't want a manager bounce. I don't want it. I don't want manager bounce anymore. I want to know that we're not cheating the system. I don't want to cheat the system, man. I want to do things the right way.
But Saeed, let me ask you something. Let me ask you something, because I agree. Yes, it will take time. I was saying the same to Chelsea fans. You know, in pre-season, they've seen us being run through by Celtic. I'm seeing rivals that Chelsea are going to be shit and that. I said, bro, like, the guy's been here for 2 seconds. Let them learn the system. But I had believed that they could actually learn, because we've got quality in this team.
Hold
on. This is what I'm getting at. I've actually got quality in my team. I look at you, man. They're natural. Yeah. I'm looking at Bruno Fernandez, grenade boy again, right? I'm looking at Mainu, the most overrated player in the world. I'm sorry. I know you're another one that overrated as well. No. We're talk about him today.
Use words carefully. You said
We're
overrated.
talk about him today. He's overrated. He's overrated, right? Because
he's overrated.
Yes, he's a good player. Because the way some of you
Baby Seedle.
Forget that.
No, Baby Seedle, you were calling him.
Is his passing overrated?
Bro, I don't think his passing range is great.
Okay, what's overrated then? Explain what's overrated.
I don't think he's much of a creator. I don't really see much.
He's not a creator though. It's not meant to be a creator.
No, but you talk about playing him in the 10, bro. In order to play in the 10.
but you got to remember, in that 10 role, with that system we got here, you need players to be very, very tidy.
Everyone else's fault.
Let me finish what I'm saying before you come in. Let me finish, then you can come back, yeah? Cool. So what I'm saying is, I'm looking at the quality. Yes, these men have got to learn the system, but the quality of players that you man have right now, you basically have to demolish that whole attack basically in the summer and go again, right? Because Garnacho's not good enough. Shouldn't even be at United. Or if at worst coming off the bench, right? Yeah. Rashford right now doesn't seem to fit the system. He's not a 9 and he's not a 10, right? Bruno, for me, hasn't got the IQ to play in the system either. Because yes, he can press, but we saw the other day, bro, the goal that Morgan Gibbs-White scored, yeah? He gave it away, blood. Yeah? He gave it away under like minimal pressure, right? And they ended up scoring from it. Yes, Onana should do better, but the problem started from Bruno Fernandez, yeah? And like I said, Mainu was doing a whole lot of nothing, bro. When you ask me what I see in his game, hold on. I see Mainu dropping his shoulder, cool, fair enough. I seen him good in tight spaces, fair enough. I seen him trying to link up with players, fair enough. I don't see him making that final pass enough, bro. I don't see him pinging the ball consistently, changing the direction of play enough, bro. I don't see that final through ball enough, bro. Right? And you might want him to play in that 10. All I'm saying is, I'm not writing him off because I think he's a good player, but I'm just saying he's not at that level that you man think he is, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He's got a lot to learn in that role, especially in that 10.
I get that, but then the way you're saying is overrated in that aspect.
I think he is overrated. I've told you.
I want to go back onto Amorim quickly. Actually, let me speak on Nick Maynard and Amorim. So I have to disagree with you, Don Rat. Because I think, for me, Maynard's more of a 10. I feel like the reason why you're not seeing the eye of the needle through ball and whatnot is because from where he's receiving the ball, he's collecting off the back four and then he's got man on him. And because the man around him aren't good, you need to remember, other players can make you look bad as well. Yes, I'll agree, Don. Maynard's not been good, in my opinion, this season. But I feel like when you got Jordz around, you've seen one player can lift everyone, right? But I want to go back to Amorim because this is a man, I can't be a hypocrite here. Before I even knew Slot, you know this, Don, you know this side. I wanted him or Flick. They were my number 1 and number 2, right? Flick number 1, Amorim number 2. But this is why I said United's ceiling for me is 6th and probably Europa League semi-final. Do you know how I know it got bad side? Yeah? And if Lee was here, he would vouch. Do you not know Z, innit? Z, the United fan. Probably the most optimistic.
Yeah, he's probably in the chat now.
He added me and said, Roms, you're right. These players are just shit. I said, I tried to say, for him to say that, and he's the most optimistic United fan I speak to. You know Z, Lee, don't you? Z, the United fan.
Yeah.
Big up if he's in the chat. Yeah. But when he added me saying, Roms, you're right, our players are bad, I said, I told you, bro. It's not that I'm just crashing on you because I'm your arch rival. I'm being objective here. They're not good. There's probably about 3-4 players I rate from your squad. The things with Amorim, the reason why I said your ceiling is 6 because the players just aren't good enough. He can play this system. He can play that system. He just doesn't have good players at his disposal. And this is where I do agree with you, Saeed. It will take time. I know you're not going to want to hear that, Lee. It will take time. But this is where it is on Amorim, though, because he's chopping and changing. The team's never going to get rid of him.
He has to.
No, he
He
doesn't.
has to at the minute. Because you know what it is.
I think he's
Why does he?
identified. Side. I think he's identified I think he's identified the players that aren't going to last long. I've said this. Rashford and Bruno. Say what you want, GA. Say GA and whatnot, but I think they're going to be ousted. I think within the next 18 months, both will be sold. In my
took
opinion.
up Garnacho after 60 minutes.
Garnacho enough
to make big decisions.
So why does he have to keep chopping and changing?
Because
he knows the players are bad. He should just start.
I'll tell you why we're chopping and changing. Because you got to remember, he's seen everyone face value everyone. He has to give everyone time. So he's got to remember, everyone has to get.
Why does he have to give everyone time?
Because he has to. We're not. We are fans.
He's the manager. He could be ruthless.
He's objective.
He's the manager, bro.
He's the manager. He has to understand that, I'm on everyone's side right now. Prove me wrong. What happened in Ten Hag is what happened in Ten Hag. We've got to look at everything right. Everyone, you're going to get time there. You have to prove to me. But he talked about being mad dogs and have to run around in the system. And it's true. You have to be very, very good at running in the system. You have to close spaces down. You have to press up high up the field. So what he's trying to say is, show me if you can do that in this system, and then I will play you. And if you don't, I will hook you up. Therefore, Bruno Fernandez had a poor game, He even scored, he got hooked off. Garnacho had a poor game, got hooked up.
Okay, so what about when Xerxes? What about when Xerxes and Rashford? Hold up. What about? No. You're waffling. What about
5 games?
Nobody cares if it's 5 games. Yeah, the fact is, you still can't finish a wank and you still can't defend. That ain't. Yeah, let's just be real with it. Yeah,
and is that his fault? Is that his fault?
Well, hold on. Yeah, it is partly his fault, and I'll tell you why. No, you've asked me. Let me answer it. The 2 players that scored the 4 goals for you the other day against Everton were both dropped for the next 2 games. Why?
Who? Sorry, Xerxes.
Rashford scored twice. Xerxes scored twice.
Xerxes the very next will be rotation.
Wait. The very next game, you start Mason Mount, Rasmus, and Garnacho against Arsenal.
Yes.
Look at the state at the weekend. Yeah. Again, they're both on the bench.
Yes.
Yeah. So the 2 players that scored in your last victory, right, were both benched for the next 2 games. What's that doing for their confidence?
Nobody has to do this. There's a lot of games.
No, he doesn't have to do it. Play your players when they're scoring.
This injury is going to happen, You got to remember, Hoyler's had a lot of injuries, so you have to be protected. This is a game.
You turned into a top bread inside a month, man. This is crazy.
It's not, man.
Because you know,
he's a proposal as well. He's a proposal.
I can't even.
I you can't be any less than your forwards.
Why is he even celebrating like that, man? Why is he doing that mad celebration like that, though? As if he killed.
It's a cool celebration. I can't lie.
It was 1-1 that you done it, It was 1-1.
No, man done it like he was the Undertaker.
We got the best celebration than he
I thought he was the Undertaker before the team split.
Man, we got the best celebrators in the league, but that's what we'll take. But anyway, go on, Jordz. Anyway, carry on.
No, what I was gonna say is, look, we hear what you're saying, Saeed. If you wanna do the taking time thing with the players trying to figure it out, we get the manager needs to chop and change. But ultimately, the one thing we was very clear on as fans and as people looking out for Man United is you can't keep giving these players chances. How many chances is Bruno going to get? How many chances is Rashford going to get? These players keep getting the opportunities to perform for new managers, which is causing them 6 months of life to their contract. They perform and then they get a new contract, and you're just dragging them out. Luke Shaw's been around for 10 years. That guy needs to go. You need to get rid of it. This is the same problem Tottenham have. You keep these players for too long, bro. Too long. A lot of these players need to go refreshing it up. But I do think a lot of people are being harsh. You can't expect that much from Amorim in such a short time. He's going to have to...
It is a trial this season, guys. It is a trial this season for a lot of these players in terms of they have to... Hear me out. Let me land, man. It is a trial for a lot of these players this season. You can't expect, the manager to say with Bruno Fernandez, I'm ousting you. I'm making...
Arteta did it with Ozil.
You can't
Arteta did it with Aubameyang.
To the football
club, man. He was all right to do that to Ozil.
No, you got to remember, the manager right now at this minute is not there straight away to make enemies. He has to get everyone on side, and therefore, game by game, as we go by the weeks he will form his team. But right now, he's getting everyone to full fitness, everyone to understand the system, everyone to implement the system. And therefore, week by week, we will start to see, like you're seeing right now with Rashford getting dropped, like you see with players getting hooked at halftime. You will see that it is just the sample size of Lee going mad after 5 games.
I'm not going mad. I'm going mad. No, you lot are gassing everything up way too much here.
How am I gassing everything up?
No, listen. When I listen to you, Rants, Faz, gassing up everything about Man United right now, I hear it. I totally hear it. You've been in the gutter. I hear it.
Yes.
Yeah? Right? But you lot are doing too much, and that's why I was getting in last week. That's why I was cooking you last week, because At the end of the day, you still got to understand, you've still got Garnacho there. You've still got Rasmus there. You've still got Rashford, Bruno, Shaw. Yeah, all these other dead players, crap players, Mason Mount, etc., right? So that's why I was like, why are you doing too much right now? Yeah, cool, be excited, be happy. You got a good manager. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. You're seeing something different on the pitch. That's making you happy. But, bro, some of the excuses that I see online, from your fan base, some of the excuses I'm seeing about why players are dropping stinkers. You never afforded this for Ten Hag, even from the beginning.
Well, half of them, that's why.
No, hold on.
He enabled half of them.
Okay, that's fantastic. This comes on to my next point. This comes on to my next point. Would you agree or disagree that Ruben Amorim is levels better than Ten Hag?
Levels better in what? In what sense?
As a coach, is he a better coach?
I think he's a better coach. Yes.
Thank you. So if he's a better coach, then why ain't he making any of these players better? Because Ahmad's already been pulled in out before.
Are you serious, bro? That's what I'm saying, bro. Are you serious, man? Are you actually serious, bro?
Who has he made better so far? Who has he made better so far in 4 games? No, just let me finish. Let me finish my last one. No, I'm not even sure. No, which player has he made better? Forget Ahmad. Ahmad's always balling out. Yeah, whether he was under Ten Hag, Sunderland, wherever else he played.
Come on, man.
No, my point is, Saeed, the way you lot are going on is like you've got this world-class generational manager. Yeah, that's going to be brilliant. No, hold on. But then on the flip side of that, you say it takes time. Well, which one is it? Is he a great generational manager that can turn everything around?
I get it.
Or does it take time? Because I've not seen one player apart from Mazraoui, that has got better since he's been there. Yes, it's only a small sample size.
Mazraoui was already good.
That's what I'm saying.
Ogarte's been better. Ogarte's been quality.
That long ball gimmick needs to stop.
No. You're not going to do is you can say about any player at Man United because a lot of their players have been underperforming.
Exactly, they've not been performing. My thing is,
so it should be easy to get them to perform then if you're a great coach because they've been underperforming. It's easier to get a performance then. Come on, you're
everybody's going to diss their manager.
They're just dead. The play. This is why I said United fans shouldn't get gas like you said, Lee, because you've got a good manager, but shit. The manager, in my opinion, can't make the United players better. They just can't. They've been done. And this is why I'm saying we need to wait till Amorim gets his players in. That's when I think you'll see a better.
If that's the case, as Saeed saying facts, then why didn't you just let Ten Hag have the rest of the season and then get a manager at the end?
No, why should we? But by your logic, if it's the standards are high, you should be sacking managers, right? Yes or no?
I agree. But at the end of the day, but your standards are not high. That's my point. Your standards are not high. You've already written off the season.
The manager after winning 2 trophies. What are you talking about?
Hold on. No. You're sitting here saying this is a pre-season. We're going to give it a free hit.
I said when you look at it right now,
that's what I'm saying. Your standards are not high this season.
It's an analogy. It's an analogy in terms of he's having to train a lot of these players, which he should have done in the summer. He should have implemented his system in the summer. Maresca came in the summer.
Well, Thomas Tuchel came into Chelsea and got 6 finals in 14 months with no players.
Yeah, cool. Thomas Tuchel's a good manager. Cool.
Yep. Okay, cool. Super duper Mick had never managed in his life before. Came into Arsenal. Yeah, wiped out half the team straight away. Without any of his players, we did not sign a single player for cash. We signed 2 signings in January, and that was Pablo Mari and Cedric Suarez, both on loan, and he won the FA Cup.
Cool.
Yeah.
And
so hold on. No. So wait. I'm not saying it is. My point. Let me finish, man. Otherwise, I'll still be waffling in 5 minutes. Come on, right? My point is if your manager doesn't win anything this season, we have a good conversation coming up at the end that he's not better than Super Duper Mick.
Yes. If that's what you listen, look where they're looking at right now. Arsenal 5 years into their process here.
He was 6-1-6 and won a trophy.
You are literally finding copium, within Arteta, against Amorim. He's just coming to the job. Is that how bold you guys
just came into the job, had no players, and won a trophy in 6 months?
You don't rate him for that. You still don't rate Arteta.
I rated the FA Cup win, but I don't rate him.
That's a trophy.
Saeed. If that manager came, our manager came in, didn't have no players, never managed before, didn't have any of his own players, and won a trophy in 6 months. If your manager's this all singing, all dancing, great manager,
You should be looking at our slot.
No, wait.
You should be looking at our slot winning the Premier League ahead of your manager.
Forget that. Why are you deflecting? My point is.
That's the real reality.
Look at the way he's deflecting away. Look at the way he's deflecting away. If your manager doesn't win a trophy by the end of the season, he started his.
Focus on the fact that our slot's going to win the first league title. And he's been here just.
If your manager does not win a trophy,
that you was gassing midweek.
Let me know when I can speak.
Look at us, we beat Man United. Yeah, you were celebrating that midweek. So initially, you're still with this Arteta train. I don't care.
Hey, I've got a question for you, though. Yeah, because Jordz was saying get rid of certain man. What's happened to Danny Ashworth? You know what I'm saying? The guy that you lot were chasing for months.
There's a
lot of Chelsea fans talking about Ineos are moving serious. This is how Chelsea should be moving. Yeah, Big Danny.
Yeah, we got the structure.
He's been sacked, man. Like Vidal got sacked.
Why has he been sacked, bro?
Is that how they're dressing it up, Saeed?
Hold on a minute. Standards FC. He got sacked.
No, Saeed. Did he win a league? Or are they just dressing it up?
He went for the role. Simple.
That's red flag number 3, by the way.
Hey?
Red flag number 3 for Ineos.
What do you mean?
Yeah. Red flag number 3.
Hold on a
Red
minute.
flag number 1. Red flag number 1 was giving Bruno a new deal. Red flag number 2 was signing Ten Hag again. Red flag number 3 is begging for Dan Ashworth and then winning him.
League Gunner preaching the choir, yeah. League Gunner is a massive hypocrite. You're literally saying right now, yeah. Standards, yeah. Sack him after 5 games. Sack him now. So we've just sacked a guy who's not good enough for his job role. That has been told by Jim Ratcliffe, who is literally the owner of Ineos. You're not good enough for your role. I am sacking you. Now that is a problem. But before you were talking about managers not doing X about here.
You're changing the story now. You're changing the story.
Because they're not doing this. Standards when it meets League Gunner. You're contradicting yourself, bro.
Yeah, but Saeed, can I ask you something?
Are you allowing him to contradict himself? He's
not. I'm sorry. You're wrong here because when you signed Dan Ashworth and you went out of the way, £3 million, this is the signing. Dan Ashworth's going to transform us. Because the one thing we were told is the problem at Manchester United isn't the money being spent, it's who it's being spent on.
Yeah.
We were told Dan Ashworth is going to come in, bring that structure and make it better. You've gone out there and had a worse summer window, if not matching what all your other summer windows proceeding into this one, and now you're sacked in 5 months into. What it now shows is that Ineos sacked the manager they gave a new contract. They sacked the football director that they gave a contract. They had no structure set up in the first place.
No.
Exactly.
Saeed, did Ineos even sack him, or did they just dress it up? Did he want to leave and it was just a mutual thing?
It looks like more of a sacking to me because at the end of the day, yeah, you've literally gave this guy the role. You've come in, you've seen what's going on right now. There's been rumors coming out. Obviously, I don't know if you read the Athletic report that, you know, a potential that he wanted Gareth Southgate and rumors like that.
That's just another PR spin. That's another PR spin. Another PR spin.
There are situations there are mumblings that they had a disagreement. Hence, therefore, if there's a disagreement, then Jim Ratcliffe has every right to sack the manager, sack Dan Ashworth. If he believes he's good for the role, they have to move.
I think he might. I think he not dressing it up. I think he will, because you spend more time. You spent more time. You spent more time trying to chase him than he was actually at the club.
I know.
Chased him. It's crazy.
Imagine taking Newcastle to court for this to sack him within 5 months. Shameless,
bro. Listen, man, you look down.
I told you, Saeed's turned into a top red inside of a month. It's crazy.
No, it's not, man, because you know what it is, yeah? There's certain things I can take in it, banter, yeah. But when there's actually waffling going on and there's actually being a hypocrite, yeah, I'm not having it, man. How
am I a hypocrite? You've chased the guy and he's left.
For one minute, and then you're not saying for 1 minute else. That's what I'm saying to you.
He left, bro. This is what I'm saying. Ineos have had 3 red flags. 3 red flags already. So if you're saying he's sacked and we all believe, like, let's say, yeah, you chased the guy for 7 months, paid 3 mil to get him there, and then sacked him 5 months later. Right? You could look at that as a positive or a negative and say, look, they realize they've signed a dud and they've got rid of him quick. Yeah. Or you could look at it as incompetence again after signing up Ten Hag to a new deal, right? Under new terms. Yeah. And then getting rid of him.
That's also part of the report as well, that he wanted to keep Ten Hag in the job.
Well, listen, Ten Hag won 2 trophies. Let's see what this guy wins. And not only that, you gave Bruno a new extended contract. Let me land my point, yeah? Right. You signed up Ten Hag to a new deal. You signed up Bruno to a new deal. And now you've sacked this guy in 5 months. Yeah, that's 3 red flags from Sir Jim already. By the way, have you seen what he's done to Nice? Yeah? Have you seen what he's done to that club? Yeah, you lot are gassing up everything, man. This is crazy. How about just be humble with it? Stay humble, eh? Stay humble, eh?
Listen, all I know, yeah, is that we get shit done in it. You get me? Have you even replaced Donadu yet? Oh, wait, you haven't. Sorry. We
just gave it to his assistant. We gave it to his assistant for now.
We move on. You know what I mean? Donadu, your fan
don't worry about us. You're 13th, mate. Relax.
You know what I'm saying to you? 13th.
Your managers took you from 13th to 13th.
You keep gassing up irrelevant things here. What have you won, man, in the last 5 years, bro? Nothing. You sat there and you're like, bro, like, you were literally.
Yeah, but you can't do this to me. I cook my team every day.
You were literally gassing up the midweek game, yeah, and literally drew to Fulham. Why were you gassing up midweek game for? Why?
I hate Man United.
But what
and the way you lot have been talking the most,
what's your biggest saying? No, but what's your biggest saying, though?
Yeah, irrelevant wins to lead to nothing irrelevant. Yeah, it's irrelevant. But I'll tell you what, it's rattled you, though, isn't it?
The same way you're telling me, yeah. That's an irrelevant win.
It's rattled you, bro.
No, it's a irrelevant win, though. You literally drew to Fulham.
It's an irrelevant win, but it's still funny that it's rattled you.
I can't gas the manager, but you can gas up the 3 points.
Bro, you've gone from 13th to 13th. I know we're not going to win nothing. I want my manager sacked for 5 years, since before he got the job. Yeah, you can't cook me, bro. I've been cooking my club out every day.
Because I'm pretty sure I heard you on stream say before that when Arteta doesn't win the league, you're Arteta in at the end of the season.
No. What I actually said.
That's what you said. You said you're going to go all the way Arteta in. You're going to go all the way.
No. Come on, if you're going to quote me.
He said if they win the Carabao Cup, he's Arteta.
No, listen, wait. What I said was if he wins a trophy this season, he can stay. That's Saeed's point gone, right? Because it's about trophies. And the thing that Jordz just brought up, Jordz, I said, as soon as this fan base universally agreed that he's no good anymore, I'm Arteta in. Yeah, because anything this fan base do en masse and they universally agree on it, yeah, I go the opposite way. Why? Because I'm always fucking right when doing it. Yeah, as soon as they all want him out, no, trust the process.
I just got something you said. It's so, and I think you got a good chance of winning this particular trophy. If you win the Carabao and win nothing else,
keep him.
You want to keep him?
Keep him.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
It's trophies.
It's crazy.
It's not crazy. I have the same energy for every club. I have the same energy for every club, bro. If Klopp don't win anything, if Pep don't win anything the next 2 seasons, bye-bye. He should be sacked. Yeah, Atleti should have sacked Simeone a season and a half ago.
No, but then why didn't you say even if it was a Carabao Cup, he should be sacked?
No, it's about trophies, bro. This is where
but then Lee, you speak about standards, but you want him to win the biggest trophy available because trophies are trophies. No, but I hear that.
I want to win the league, of course. This guy ain't good enough, bro.
No, but Lee, for what he's built and the amount of time he's had and money, I know you want Arteta out, but for what he's built, the amount of money he spent, whatnot, would the Carabao Cup supplement what the last 5 years has been? Is that enough to keep? I don't think that's enough to keep him.
Bro, that'd be 2 trophies in 5 years. Yeah, it's not great, is it?
Do the trophy thing, but no one cares about the Carabao Cup. Sean Wright.
Yeah, nobody cares about the Carabao Cup. It's getting infested by Sky Sports telling everyone top 4's a fucking trophy, bro. That's why. Yeah, Sky Sports are the biggest issue out there in football. Yeah, because they've been telling everyone for years that top 4 is more important than winning a cup. Yeah, this is why the cups have been dismissed. I've seen my team finish 10th and win a cup double. Yeah. Did anyone give a shit we finished 10th? No. We won 2 cups. Yeah, when we all compare the size of our football clubs, don't sit there and argue with me that Chelsea are bigger based off a trophy is won. The size of them. But I'll say we've won more trophies than you, so we're bigger. Yeah, same with Liverpool and Man United. You'll argue over trophies and all of this. All comes, sorry, I know you can't relate, Jordz, yeah, right? But but real talk, yeah, it all comes back to trophies. Yeah, I don't care about anything else. Win me a fucking trophy. If we're not going to win the league, yeah, then win me a cup. Yeah, this one is just from.
There was a milk cup. I know you love trophies, but that's a pride.
It is a milk cup.
I thought if it was Carabao and something, I can hear why you want him to stay. But I didn't know just Carabao was enough for you to want
5 years. 5 years.
Yeah, I didn't know Carabao.
5 years you've been waiting for a Carabao Cup.
That's what I
mean. You're doubling down.
You're not dismissing a cup. You're not dismissing a cup.
No. I didn't dismiss a cup.
Doubling down. No, Lee. I can see what you're doing right now. You're doubling down because you always bang on about trophies. If he leaves with the Carabao Cup and nothing else this season, you will not be satisfied, bro.
Bro, I said it
However
all
you want to
season.
play it, you will not be satisfied.
I've said it all season.
You went into the season expecting the league. Don't tell me you went into the season.
I didn't expect the lead. I expected top 4 finish.
The expectation.
Because I know he ain't good enough to win the league.
But Lee, the trajectory you've been on, right, is for this manager to go and win the league now because you've done it the past 2 years.
No, Don, that's where it's different. Yeah, this is where I'm not saying all of this though. That's my point. I said at the start of the season, transfer window 0 out of 10. Yeah, I've also said at the start of the season, we're in a top 4 race. I also said at the start of the season, win me a cup and he can stay.
Hold on a minute.
Yeah, I've said
so if you've got standards, hold on.
He said that going into the season. If he wins the Carabao, that's enough.
People in this chat that watch me on a regular basis, day in, day out, did I say everything I've just said?
Why should he win the league?
Lee, I watch your content, but I don't remember
win the league, Saeed. He's not good enough.
You should have given him a pass by winning the Carabao Cup.
I'm not giving him a pass. Win me a trophy.
You're saying if he stays, if he wins the Carabao Cup, he stays. But if he doesn't win the league,
bro,
he can.
No matter how many times you try and dismiss the League Cup, it's a trophy, bro.
No, it's not. I don't.
You was at the final, bro. Where did you go?
Hey,
I like the
exactly. Why did you go then?
Hold on. Let's go back a little bit. Lee.
A little bit, man. I don't get this.
You're grilling Saeed talking about standards, yeah? Yes, we understand trophies will take, all trophies will get 110%. But the bigger picture of this situation right now is Arsenal Football Club, right, have been competing for the league. This is the third year you should be competing for the league, right? Whether you thought you wasn't going to do it this season, you thought top 4 and whatever, the reality is that there was a massive expectation for Arsenal to go into win the league, right?
Not for me, though.
You spent a lot of money. You've been together now for nearly 5 years. It's going to be 5 years next month with Arteta, yeah? You to say, oh, yeah, if he gets the Carabao Cup, keep him. But then trying to get onto Saeed for standards, right? Because you should be expecting more than that if you're talking about standards, bro.
Yeah,
you should be expecting
I expect more than that. However, this manager ain't good enough to win a title and he ain't going anywhere, is he? Yeah, I've called him out every single day and have done since before he got the job, bro. It's been over 5 years.
Carabao Cup with a job.
Hold on. Because if you look, anyone who watches me, knows I'm all about trophies. I don't give a shit what trophy it is, unless it's the plate. I don't want that plate. That's a glorified soccer aid. But a League Cup, an FA Cup, Champions League, Europa League, or the league, whichever competition we're in, I want you to go for everyone. He ain't good enough to win the fucking league, and he ain't getting sacked. I've always said he ain't good enough to win the league.
Upholds though. Standards FC upholds.
Standard FC upholds trophies.
No. This is where you're wrong.
No, but League, the degree of trophy.
This is a massive point here. Standards FC is only upheld when you are aiming to win the Premier League. Standards FC
or
is
Champions League
to win the Carabao Cup. I'm sorry. Lee, that's why you're wrong.
Rubbish.
It's true though.
Do you know what, bro? Lee, I don't discount.
Let me ask you a question, Lee. Lee's gonna understand like this one. Lee's gonna understand like this. If Spurs go and win a Carabao Cup this season, have we had better years or we've had more successful? Ange's career at Spurs more successful than Ange or as Arteta? Is that what you're going to say? He's been more successful.
They'll be level on 1 trophy each if we don't win one, and you do this season.
Lee,
the trophy doesn't matter.
I don't give a shit what trophy it is. This is what I'm saying. You guys are all dismissing trophies. Making up this one's bigger than this one, and that one's better. Yes, obviously, I want to win the league. No, I want to win the league. I want my team to win the league. I've seen us win 5 of them. 5, because I'm that old. I've never seen us win the Champions League because we're not good in Europe. However, I'm not dismissing League Cups, mate. I get the ump every year when this fucking knocks us out. Against Brighton, West Ham. Why? Because it's a trophy. And the game is about trophies, bro. No matter how many times we want to dress it up that the League Cup shit. Well, I've seen us win 2 of them.
Lee,
I've seen my club win 2 of them. I want it again.
I've been in Wembley for the last 2 finals against Chelsea. I've seen my team win the League Cup in the flesh twice. I rate it. I don't discount any trophy. And when I go into season, I want to win the quad.
Liverpool.
I want to win the quad, bro. I want to win all of the. The thing is, people think Klopp always went for all 4 of them. The start of his tenure, Lee, he didn't. He focused on the main 2. It's only when he started to realize, this Pep team, they keep beating us. Let's start to win the others, and he did, which I respect him for. When I go into season, I want to win all 4 trophies. I'm not discounting the League Cup. What I'm trying to say is, you're about Standards FC. It's the degree of the trophy. Champions League and Prem, they're like the pinnacle. So for you to, I understand you want to win Carabao, but for that to keep him in the job, you should obviously want the two biggest. That shouldn't be enough to keep Arteta in the job, because you've already seen the last
I hear what you're saying, but I've always said, that when a manager gets a job, he's got 2 years to win a trophy or should be sacked.
That I remember you saying, yeah.
And I've also said a manager that goes 2 years without a trophy should be sacked. Well, he ain't gone anywhere. So now win a trophy, you can stay again then. I'm not going to change my mind on that, bro. I've said the same thing for 5, 6, 7 years since I've been doing YouTube.
So have you now accepted that your owners just aren't going to sack him?
Yeah, that's why I say Cronky out on the end of every video, bro. Because he's shit. They don't give a shit about winning. They've openly come out, Jordz, and said before, they're not here to win trophies. Yeah, they're not. They've said it before. Yeah, and the thing is, I can go at Arteta all the time, yeah, right? But he's got to get sacked. He ain't going to leave, is he? Yeah, so the people that sack him are the hierarchies. Cronky out. Yeah, and I said it this summer.
But Matt Lee, though, but the thing is, though, by you saying, if he wins the Carabao Cup, but you're going to give him extra time, bro. You're giving him more time when you believe he ain't going to win you the league.
Yeah, because it's a trophy. Yeah, I'm not going to sit there for 7 years straight saying win trophies.
We're going round in circles now, boys. Let's talk about the game. Then,
yeah, let's talk about the game.
We're talking about XG earlier. You know what I'm saying?
I know exactly where you're going with this as well.
Yeah.
It's off, man.
You damn right. You know what I'm saying? You damn right. Because yesterday, I'm seeing yesterday struggling to create. You know what I mean? Away from Saka trying to put in some crosses, trying to make things happen on that side. Yeah, he's the only one that I was really looking at, that was really, really trying to bring something to Fulham. You know what I mean? Fulham was sitting back most of the game. Odegaard, Casper again. You know what I'm saying? Martinelli, away from that cross that he put in, very good cross to be fair. The rest of them was shit, in all honesty. Declan Rice just doing what he does when he's playing in an 8. Yeah, he puts in world-class elite balls, cool, from the corner, pulls, right? But on the ball in that 8, every single time I ask people, what does he bring in that role? He offers legs. This is what I used to hear. Hold on, Jordz, yeah? This is all I used to hear about Gallagher. Legs. Why can't you tell me about creativity? Why can't you tell me about crashing the box? Why can't you tell me about linking up play? Why can't you tell me about connecting the midfield and the attack? Why is it always legs, bro? Right? Every single time I ask, what does Rice do in the 8? They tell me legs straight away, bro. They don't tell me nothing else. Right? He's English. Partey gets moved to right back because you pick up an injury. Yeah. Calafiori, that wafer, gets injured again. You're playing Timber at left back. That left hand side stunk. It stunk. You know what I'm saying? Another set piece goal, bro, to try and get you out of trouble. Not this time. You know what I mean? Not this time, boys. And I'm saying Fulham barely had a shot on goal, bro. Barely had a shot on goal. You know what I'm saying? You had most of the ball, but you just could not break these men down. Most of your good chances came from set pieces. Partey, another header that he misses, bro. Done the same thing against United. He had another header in the box that he missed, right? You have a creativity issue at the minute, bro. Without Saka and Odegaard when he's on the gate, like on the game, creating, there's not many creators in Arsenal's team, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah? Yesterday, I'm glad that you didn't win that game. Because if you won that game again from another set piece, all you're going to hear is, it's part of the game, it's part of the game. Yes, it's part of the game, but they can't keep getting away with this, blood.
Do you know what they were thinking that when they got a set piece again?
Big him up.
Do you know what I said, right? I even tweeted it, right? You see Arsenal scoring from corners. For me, there's nothing wrong with it. If you're good at something and it turns into a winning formula, cool. It works for you. I think it was more jealousy. If all our clubs could do it, we would do it. However, when it doesn't work, boy, it starts to look worrying. And that's literally what happened against Fulham. Because again, I apologize to you to the group chat. I apologize to Don and Lee again. I thought Arsenal would go on a mad winning run, and they just said, "No, we're not doing that."
Keep saying that. What was it? I told Roms, I said, bro, I don't see Arsenal keeping a fully fit squad once this season. That's what I told him.
Do you know what's funny? Don. Do you know what's funny? Do you know what's funny about Arsenal fans? Not Lee, but do you know what's funny about the majority of Arsenal fans? They're like, Mo Salah's been involved in over 70% of Liverpool's goals. It's a one-man team. Hold on. Why is it when one key player drops out of this Arsenal team, you always drop points? Whether it's Odegaard, whether it's Gabriel, you must be a one-man team as well then. Because they love to call us Mo Salah FC. But when one of your main players drop, it's like you don't just capitulate yourself.
I think with Arsenal, we're starting to see a bigger problem that even with Odegaard and even away, like we said, the system itself just doesn't work. Like, I think those few games when Odegaard come back in, I think we all sort of just forgot about it because they're scoring a lot of goals. Arsenal got away. Sporting, they scored 4. West Ham, they scored 5. So they sort of just putting these teams away really early as well. So it sort of gave them the advantage. But we're now starting to see, like you said, Donna, like we pointed to early in the season, they've got a creative issue. They literally can't break down teams. They had all the ball in Fulham's half, but couldn't find any gaps in that in that box. The number 9 is needed. You got Martinelli, who stares at the floor, is running at looking at the ground half of the game. And the fact that he was offside in that opportunity, that's crazy. You had so much time to look and evaluate the situation, evaluate the run, look where the defenders are, and he's offside. He killed you guys at the end of the game. Saka being relied upon. You've got these players who you're relying on to play game, and we're starting to see they're gonna get leggy. You're getting to that point in the season, December, January, 2-3 games a week. It's gonna kill them when you don't have the players and you don't have the squad. I think a lot of the teams are seeing right now, apart from Chelsea, as we said, we don't have squads. Chelsea's the only team this season that has set themselves up to prepare for the amount of things that are coming our way.
Is this true, by the way? Is this true, by the way? This stat, by the way.
That's 2. It's 2 now. After that assist, it's 2 in 8 games.
2 in 8
He's
games.
lucky that's even an assist here because he was aiming at goal with that and it was going wide.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
He's trash, bro. He's an absolute scrub, yeah. And this is the thing, right? People waffle on about Odegaard is going to bring more creativity. Oh, the creative spark. Oh, he's back. They play so much better with him. No, we don't. It's a myth. It's a myth. Yeah, we bottled an 8-point lead with him.
That's my baller, man. Do you want to start with Bruno, please?
At least Bruno scores goals, mate. What does this guy do?
You know what? Actually, I'd actually swap. If you want to swap, let me know.
Oh, you can have Odegaard. I'll fly him straight up from London to Manny right now. I'll pay for his flight. Yeah, I can't stand.
Lee, what is it you don't like about Odegaard? Tell us what you don't like about Odegaard.
So what's
Yeah,
that?
tell us. I
What's playing well, but I'll have Odegaard.
I'll tell you what I don't like about Odegaard. Yeah, I'll tell you exactly what I don't like about Odegaard. Number 1, he shouldn't be captain my fucking football club, right? Number 2, it's all PR. Hair flicks, arm waves. Yeah, it's pathetic, right? He is the perfect captain for this club the way it is right now because he is the biggest PR merchant in our team. Yeah, always chatting nonsense, bruv. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, I get goosebumps when I lead the team out to that stupid song, North London Forever. No, you don't, you wanker. Shut up. Like, what are we doing here? Yeah, no, piss off. I'm sick to death of that guy, bro.
He's been up all night. He's had the baby.
Right?
He's been up all night.
When the going's good for us, when Arsenal are playing well, right? When Arsenal are playing well, he looks amazing. When Arsenal play shit, he disappears. Have you ever seen, real talk, right? And I need to find the stat, when Arsenal are drawing or losing, how many times since he's been at Arsenal has he been subbed? When we're drawing or losing and need a goal. Not when we're winning, but when we're drawing or losing. I guarantee it's high.
To look for a captain.
For a captain, thank you. And then people go, we're managing his minutes. No, we're not. Yeah, this manager, when I see that starting 11, we've got Tierney on the bench. Yeah, I'm glad he don't play. Please, go back to Celtic, bro. Yeah, you don't deserve this crap. Yeah, my baller, right? He's our best left back and we spunked 160 million on another 5. And he's still our best left back.
Is he fit?
He's been fit for weeks.
Everyone play 5 minutes and he'll go down again, man.
No, he won't. This is another myth, yeah? Thomas Partey, Tomiyasu, Jesus, and Zinchenko have factually, since the day they've all signed for the club, been injured more than he has. Yeah, fact. Yeah, but again, he's got the injury-prone tag, the rest ain't. Yeah, Calafiori, another scrub. He'll be at FC Como in 2 years. He's shit, bruv. Yeah, and I said it from day one, and I'm saying it again.
That's Fabregas's team, isn't it? That's Fabregas's team.
He'll be there in 2 years. He's crap, bro. Right, when I see that starting 11 at the weekend, I'm seeing Lewis Skelly on the bench, and I'm seeing Tierney on the bench. Yeah, and then Timber at left back to accommodate Partey at right back. So why Partey, our best midfielder, is at right back to play Timber at left back because you don't want to play the fucking left back on the bench. Yeah, it's a joke, bro. It's an absolute disgrace. Then, after 5, in fact, it wasn't even 5 minutes. Ola said, when they were lining up in the tunnel to walk out, Ola goes, why are they all doing kumbaya settings? He goes, look at them all high-fiving and cuddling, hee, all this crap.
Yeah, I see a Iwobi going to all of them.
I said that was B team, bro. I said it, like, this is their boys.
Yeah, and then after about 5, maybe 8 minutes of the game, I said, we ain't winning this today. Yeah, and then straight away, they broke away. Bang, what a goal that was, by the way. Yeah, that guy right there, that Raul Jimenez showed that scrubby Chelsea shit fucking, I can't stand him, mate. Yeah, that scrub, how to lead a line. He showed him how to lead a line. He showed him how to hold the ball up. He showed him link-up play. Yeah, but some of the passes he was doing, when he's running back into his own half, the ball's being fired at him, right? He's holding the ball up, spinning and doing 60-yard diag straight over the top of our defence. I was like, Raul Jimenez. Yeah, he showed levels. Yeah, our defence was like pretty shit. Kivior, I don't know what he was doing, mate. Yeah, he's another one. Like, absolutely not good enough for this football club. Yeah, he brings Ethan on way too late. Yeah, I'm like, what are we doing here? Like, genuinely, what is going on here? Jorginho, another scrub. Yeah, bro, I'm sick to death of it. No, honestly, I'm sick to death of it, yeah? We got Monaco on Wednesday. Yeah, you watch Balogun score against us.
They're in good form. They're in second or third of their league. They're actually all right, you know.
Bro, they're in the top. Where are they in the Champions League?
I think they're in the top 3.
Yeah, but this is the problem that you have though, Roms. This is what I was telling you, Roms. Like, for me, when Arteta has injuries in the team, he starts to do things like this. He starts to just mess up this perfect system that he's got.
Level with us.
Yeah, Partey's been one of the best midfielders in the league this season. Partey's been one of the best midfielders in the league this season. He moves him from there.
He's probably been their best player.
No, but the thing is about that, Don, Partey's played right back a lot of times this season. This isn't a new thing. He's played right back.
But that's the manager doing that, though. Yeah, but the manager shouldn't be playing it right back. It doesn't mean that it's right, Jordz. Partey should be in midfield. That's what
he's our best midfielder.
But don't we acknowledge that Arsenal's main problems are up the pitch? So why are we like? I don't think that it starts on midfield. I think the problems are in that final front line.
Yeah, but we are so predictable. Anyone with a low block or a mid to low block, yeah, they'll get a result against us every time. Porto done it last season. Yeah, this lot done it the other day. Every team we play, yeah, with a mid to low block against us, they'll get a result every time. The thing is, and we're taking Partey out of. Sorry, let me land this quickly.
Go on.
Taking Partey out of midfield takes away from our forward line. Yeah, because he can do a ball over the top.
He can split lines. Yeah,
thank you. Playing him at right back, he's not going to overlap. He's going to invert into midfield, by which time we're way up the pitch anyway. Yeah, it's a mess. Yeah, bro, this is where we're at after 800 M's.
I just remembered something. You know, Monaco, last time they come Arsenal, that was with like Berbatov, Bernardo Silva and whatnot. I swear they knocked you out.
They knocked them out of Champions League.
I remember that. I was in Mexico, spring break, with my pal. Yeah, and I swear I launched a pint glass at the projector in the pub. Yeah, I was fuming.
They were amazing that
day. Missed about 1 million sitters in that game. I went mad. They kicked me out the bar in the end. I was lucky.
Was Mbappe there? Was Mbappe there in that game?
Nah.
Oh,
I don't think so.
I think it was Berbatov. Bernardo Silva was there.
I was seething, mate. That game really fucked me off. Yeah, that game pissed me off.
Yeah,
this is where we're at. This is what my club is.
Set piece again, ole. That's what he's at, man. You know what I mean?
Listen, no one. End of the day, cool. It's great to be able to take set pieces, but that should be an addition to be able to create chances from open play. It shouldn't be your go-to.
We were actually playing from at the weekend as well. We're kicking. We were actually kicking. We don't do it every week.
I told Gunners all the time, bro. Embrace it. There's no point trying to hide away from the fact that you actually.
I like all of that. But you know what winds me up here? I want to say this quickly as well, right? Declan Rice takes over a minute to take every corner.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. Right? We've got 3 minutes left on the board, 4 minutes, 5 minutes, whatever it was left on the board, and he is literally walking like a snail, as slow as he can, so we can all get in position in the box. Yeah, I'm like, no. They're going to clamp down on that soon, mate.
You know what he does as well, Lee? He'll put his hands up to act like he's taking a corner, then he'll still take another 2-3 seconds.
Yeah.
Crazy.
We need a goal. We need a goal, yeah. Right? And he's just longing out every free kick and corner. It's like, bro, what are you doing? Like, what are we doing here? That's part of the dark arts. What's a load of bollocks? Well,
it's man.
Decline Rice. Decline Rice.
I think don't call him Declan Couscous.
Declan Canoa, Declan Couscous, Decline Rice.
Decline Rice.
I generally feel like he's not being helped by the manager. I think Rice is becoming a scapegoat for a lot of fans.
There's a lot of them like that, though, Jordz.
He isn't pretty on the eye.
Saka was the only attacking player at the weekend. Yeah, looked like he gave a shit.
Yeah,
he looked like he cared. Yeah. Then Timber had a half decent game, and Saliba. Other than that, the rest were crap.
Yeah. Then it's like, that chance, I don't know what Jesus was doing, Lee. See that when the ball dropped to him? My man just got scared. It's like he got scared in the box, man. He just looks at the ball.
Mate, Jesus, I swear he's El Salvadorian, mate. Yeah, somebody check his passport. Real talk, he is a scrub. Yeah, Trossard, my baller. Yeah, Trossard. Did you see that in that game where he just just let the ball run through his legs?
Yeah. I see that.
And then it went on the attack. Yeah.
He was poor. He was poor in the game, man. When thinking about Trossard, when he's having a good game, he looks good. When he's having a bad game, he just
Oh, I know.
He just looks so
And
bad.
also Martinelli.
I reckon he's
Martinelli, by the way. Can we talk about him?
Yeah. You can do this all you like. Yeah. Anyone who watches me in this chat, yeah, on a reg. How long have I wanted Martinelli out of the football club? So you can't do all of this crap. I've wanted him out for ages. Yeah, because he's regressed under this manager. When we signed him,
he's regressed because of himself, man. Don't stop. The manager.
No.
He's regressed because of himself.
This manager.
No.
This manager is a talent killer, man.
He's regressed, man.
You just said something that's true. Trossard might actually beat Arteta out because of two reasons, yeah.
One, I sent him an email.
He gets dropped. When he plays well, he gets dropped. And two, when he scores, he doesn't even celebrate. Just he missed a pen in pre-season. I think that was against you, wasn't it? Or was it Liverpool? He missed a penalty. He hit the post. Yeah, against us.
But he missed a penalty the other week. I was like, he's definitely Arteta out. This guy, Tierney's Arteta out. He's Arteta out.
I feel sorry for Tierney, man. Why is he not playing, man? That's sad, man.
Because he don't invert and he ain't pretty.
You know what? It's true, but he don't invert, man. He's just a traditional kind of, left back.
Yeah, he's a proper. Do you know what? Yeah, he would absolutely smash it. Yeah. What's it called? Fucking.
I'll take him at Arsenal.
I'd actually say for Robbo's replacement. He would smash it at Liverpool.
Scotsman for Scotsman, understands the club. You know what I mean? I'll take him.
Not only that, he could play centre back as well. He plays centre back for his country, innit? Because Robbo plays left.
Yeah.
Right, he plays centre back. So that's why when I'm looking at the lineup at the weekend, I'm thinking, right, okay, cool. Maybe you don't want to play Tierney left back. Well, you can play him centre back instead of Kivior, mate.
Facts.
Like, what are we doing here?
No,
that's mad.
That's when Davies centre back settings, man. You can't be doing that. He plays centre back for his country because his country's shit.
Do you know what? It's happened twice.
He's pretty good at centre back. He's pretty good at centre back, to be fair.
I shout the Scottish people in the chat.
Don't get Gunali. Don't let me get Gunali out here, man.
Let me get Gunali, man. That 1 quarter or whatever it is. You know what I mean? Scottish.
Yeah. Who's even Scottish?
I've noticed though, obviously a weakling in your back four, even with Kivior, right? The same goal happened twice. You know, when we equalised at the Emirates, it was on his side, it gets split, the ball gets played past him. Same thing happened as well. He was the one that was sleeping. Raul Jimenez, I think the ball gets played between the fullback and him. Again, it scores the goal. He's actually a weakest link. I think when Kivior's in that back four, the opposition, they get excited, honestly. Because it even happened again, but they didn't.
Raul Jimenez was stuck to him like glue at the weekend, mate.
Yeah.
He was like, this is the weak one. Yeah, he couldn't get around Saliba. Yeah, but he was like, yo, let me just go and play out on that side.
Yeah.
His goal was mad. That finish was crazy, by the way.
Yeah.
Crazy.
That's a proper striker. That's a proper striker.
You know when you hear early, the keeper can't set himself. You know one of the best at doing that? Jermaine Defoe. He would hit it early. The keeper couldn't set himself. Do you know what I mean?
Even Aguero was top at that as well.
Yeah, Aguero as well.
Feeling away like that. And the bottom corner, big up a couple of super chats before we wrap up. We are both shit. Excuse me, Saeed. You are 13th. How dare you? My team is playing shit, but we still will spank you on Sunday. Luckily, it isn't an old trans. Yeah, that's crazy. Singis King says Amorim made it clear 2 weeks ago that he will rotate under the advice of the medical staff. Certain players' fitness is crap. Why is it not being brought up? Agenda's got a run though. Facts. Reggie Foss, everything you said would make sense if you are saying this after 10, 12 games. I love bantering United, but it's too early for these takes.
Yeah, let it marinate. Trust me.
Yeah. Don't worry. I'll put the spicy paprika on the chicken. Like it's not set. Like,
listen, you're going to talk, man, but you know what I mean? We'll go see, man. I'm a Chelsea fan. Ask Don how Chelsea looked in the preseason. The team stunk. Some managers can hit ground running. If not, doesn't mean they are bad. And this is why Lee's a hypocrite. So why is Ineos' first red flag keeper Ten Hag? He won back-to-back. He won 2 back-to-back and got sacked. By your logic, he should have stayed.
I said he should have stayed, but this.
Do you want him as manager then?
No, because he ain't good enough either. However, that's a good comment, and he's right to question what I said. However, you lot as a fan base said, you lot as a fan base here said that Arsenal were just little bros. We're the bridesmaids. Some big Man United can sack managers and all of that. Yeah, so why'd you sign him up then? We got new era in Ehos, and you're signing him up to a deal to only sack him a couple of months later. Makes no sense. Yeah, but you're big money and we're little Arsenal, so it's different.
Yeah. Where's there to say? It says Palmer is better 10 than Odegaard, full stop. Especially, this season definitely. Zebra Fashion. Lee, point is that as fans we need to give better props to trophy winners. League Cup is a perceived standard, but it's perceived decent achievement. It's a fair comment there. Good morning. Big up to you from Australia. Says big up, man. Big up the panel. Shout out to you, man. Appreciate it. Not even Australia, actually. Just America. Big up to you. Yeah, America. Yeah, big up to you, man. Okay. Guys, what a show, man. We need to be on more likes, though, man. And no Liverpool game, by the way. You know what I mean? You man didn't play.
By the way,
they were the biggest winners of the weekend.
Cole Palmer now has more goals than Odegaard in the league. He's got 33 goals in 67 games.
All right, we get it, Don. We get it, Don.
What do you want to try to do? You think he's better?
And Palmer, I do think he's better than Odegaard. I do.
Palmer's miles better.
I think he's better as well. But you don't need stats to.
Odegaard's one of the most overrated players I've ever seen.
I don't think Palmer had a good game on the weekend, though. I don't think that goes.
No, Palmer in the second half was very good. I think Odegaard is a little bit more. I would probably say maybe tidier in tighter areas, but in terms of like more effective, I would say like actually getting me the numbers as well. I'll probably say
Odegaard takes too many touches and slows our attack down. Yeah, it's him and Saka are trying to walk it through 6 players in the box. Just fucking shoot, mate.
Do you know what?
Odegaard uses the body very well. Odegaard uses the body very well.
I think it's fair to say they could have played.
I don't think Odegaard's overrated, but I get what you're trying to say in terms of when it's the big games as well. Sometimes he doesn't turn up in aspects and you can shy away from responsibility. But I think he's a quality player, man. I would love him.
I like Odegaard. I'm not gonna.
Yeah, I rate Odegaard.
Do you know what?
Yeah, go on, Drums.
I was gonna say obviously. Like health and safety, all that's paramount. But one of my brethren that live in Liverpool, I called him on Saturday morning. He said, this game could go ahead. I think they're just worrying about fans traveling. And it's stuff like this in the South Wales. It's not Wales. It was not, and because we're kind of close to Wales on the he even said this game could go ahead. That he's an Arsenal fan. He's like, you lot, the Arsenal fan that lives in Liverpool, man. But he was like, you lot got away with one. And you know what? At first I thought I was a bit pissed off. I was like, I want to watch us play. I want to like kind of open that gap. But then I thought, you know what? Jota, Kanate, Alisson, they're all going to be back for that game. So it kind of worked in our favour. And then Arsenal go and drop points. City drop points.
What you don't know, Roms, is right now, I think up until February, we already played 2 games a week. So the game, when they eventually do schedule your game in, you might be in a game week where you're playing Monday, Thursday, Sunday. So you're playing 3 games in 1 week.
Because they're saying, Jordz, it's either February or they're saying game week 25 or game week 33. So I think that's February.
But would you rather have McAllister for Fulham at the weekend, or would you rather have him for the derby? Because McAllister's suspended.
Definitely.
Yes. You're right. Still, we should. Fulham are tricky, but we should deal with it.
Home,
it's worked in our favor. Man.
But let's be honest here as well, Roms. Yeah. If Chelsea do keep up a good run, this is them putting the pressure on you because points on the board is better than a game in hand.
And you know what, John? We played them. God forbid they're still in this race. We played them the third to last game of the season at their gap. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy.
I'm going to make sure I'm there.
Chill out, man. Just start drawing and leaving.
Do your shoulders, man. Do your shoulders thing that you do, man. Yeah, come on.
Come on. That's another game Madueke didn't score.
Listen,
he's gonna get to 10 goals this season, bro. You know what I'm saying? You say he's not gonna get to 10, he's gonna get there.
10 league goals, he ain't getting it.
He's getting it, but I'm showing you he's getting it.
Yeah,
he's getting
it. Listen,
he's on what's he right now? He's on 4, isn't it?
Already.
We'll probably sign him in January. We'll probably buy him in Jan, mate.
Listen, what a show, man! What a show, man! Big up to everyone who's been in here, commented, super chatted, liked. You get me?
Here's another one. That Brennan Pussy, that he went off as well. He got taken off as well. That clown.
He got an assist, bro. Don't try him. My boy got G against your shit.
I swear to God, I'm watching my man. Yeah, and like I said, the away end is so close because he was attacking the away end first. Yeah, bro. This guy does nothing, bro. Does nothing. Even his crossing is so shit. It's so shit, bro. You know what I'm saying?
He did 1 assist and that was it. He kind of faded away. I don't by the way, he's got 5 goals. By the way, he's got 5 goals. But yeah, guys. Big up to everyone who's locked in. Big up to everyone who's super chatting. Guys, 1.4K likes. If you can get that to 1.5K, still 2.2 in the building. Don, big up, bro, man. You, man. Yeah, man. Until next week, man. You get me against Brentford. Let's see what I want. You get me? Big up, man. Love for coming on.
100%, man. So we've got Blue Diaries tomorrow, people. Look out for that one. It might be on in the afternoon. If not, usual time. I'm going to be on, I think, the top 6 later on today as well. and I'm gonna be on with rants from half 4 people. That's gonna be a good one. But big up Lee, big up LB, big up Saeed, big up Roms, big up Jordz. It was nice seeing LB on Friday. I was out with LB in London on Friday. This brother was burst. That's what I'm gonna say. That's what I'm gonna say, bro. Big up the chat, man.
You know, he needed that 24 hours later after his result. That's what he needed.
Yeah, trust me. By the way, them man, I know, obviously, we didn't speak about Man City, you know what I mean? But end of the day, you man are just dead food in it, man. You get me? So there's no point.
That's so funny as well, That's so funny about how Lee likes to cook Madueke and that, But at least he can fucking put up some numbers and like Savio, bro. You know what I mean? Your baller has 0 goals. 0 goals, bro. Don't talk about Madueke.
That's what I'm saying, but he don't want to acknowledge that.
That Savio argument.
Don't worry. He who laughs last laughs longest, and I always laugh last.
Oh, here we go. Now it's moving the goalpost now.
Why are you cooking him? Why are you cooking him? He's young. Give him time.
You're cooking pyres in them, man.
Give him time.
No, but you never hold on a minute. You can't say give him time, but you're cooking pyres in them, man.
It's his first season in a new league. You said give your managers logic, yeah?
Ali, you wait and see Esteval, innit? You wait and see Esteval. That's some real Brazilian magic. You wait and see Esteval.
You know what I mean, bro? Nah, bro. You got to get cooked, man. 0 goals, you know. Damn.
You better hope and pray you don't score against United at the weekend. I swear down.
Bro, don't worry, man. Don't worry.
You watch him rock up at your gaff, bro.
Imagine if he scores the winner. Imagine if he scores the winner. Oh my days.
Yep.
Listen, League gonna stink and hooked, yeah? Say no more. But listen, big up to Rams, man. Love for coming on, my bro.
Big up. Just can't wait to watch my Reds play again. Lee, what do you reckon about the Girona game? I know you watch Girona more than anyone here. How are they doing?
You should beat them. You should beat them. They can't finish, mate.
Me personally, I want Van Dijk and Salah to not even see minutes. We can kind of take our foot off the gas now. We're qualified, but I'm good.
The stadium's nice though, man. Yeah, anyone that's going out there, the stadium's nice. Nice little tiny ground, man.
But they're struggling this season, man. I feel for them, man.
No, big up, obviously Lee, Toads that I was on, Jordz, Don, Saeed, as always, the chat, and yeah, man, just on to Girona.
Yeah, big up, man. Big up, man. Lee, man, what you got coming up, man?
Podcast with Kenny, Jez, Matty, probably 4:30 or 5. I need to text the chat. And then West Ham Wolves, El Sacico.
Oh yeah, Sacico, man. By the way, big up Michael Antonio as well, man. Solidarity with him as well.
Yeah, man.
Sad, man. You know what I mean?
But yeah, big up the panel, man.
Retire, you know? I'm seeing.
Yeah, I think yeah, it's looking.
Hey, bro, he's lucky to be alive. Just see the state of the car.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I can't lie, bro. That's for me the biggest blessing. Yeah, people can talk about football, but he's alive, isn't it, man?
He's alive, yeah.
Kids. He's got
obviously,
family.
you know what social media lab. If you saw what the Millwall fans were saying, I don't know if you'd have seen. The Millwall fans are saying some mad stuff.
No. Yeah, I know. But
that's crazy.
He kind of, yeah.
Not even fuck Millwall anyway, man.
Yeah, man. Well, listen, I don't know about that one. I can't lie.
No, I'm not with you on that, mate. I'm not with you on that. Mate.
Those are the easy done.
Millwall, guys, I don't agree with that one. I don't agree with that one.
West Ham versus Millwall 2009. I was there with my boy. I was there with my boy. I paid £5 for a ticket. It was kids for £1, if you know, or £5 for kids. But I was there when they were on the pitch, fam. You know what I mean? But I made sure I dipped before the 90th minute.
You dipped, bro. You dipped, mate. You get me? No, big up, man. Big up to you. And obviously, Jordz is going live straight away after this, people. We're going to redirect to Jordz. Him and Hooks, I believe, got a show. Let them know what's coming on that show, bro.
Yeah, man. North Divide show every week straight after this, just Tottenham. And I guess usually it's one of us are getting cooked, one of us are cooking each other. I guess it's a little therapy session in it for the 2 bottle jobs on the north side. But yeah, man, apart from that, rival crashings at 8:30. Just catch me on my show there. But big up to everyone on the show. Big up to Lee, Don, Rom, Saeed. Big up to everyone inside, man. It's been a good show. And yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't even know what to say, man. I expected you might rattle me earlier. I can't even.
What's the next video, Jordz?
You know what? I'm trying to get some out. And when Tobes comes and everyone's just like, "Oh, let's hear the calm voice."
Shout out to Tobes, man. Now this is a brilliant show, man. I can't lie. You lot, we're here every Monday, man. Midday live, man. Like I said, next weekend we've got the derby. You get me? Don's got Brentford, Liverpool, Arsenal have Everton, so they should be all right. George, you got next weekend?
We got Southampton. I want to say about 3 points and stuff, but I'm not going to lose
that. You're going to give them a second win. You're going to give them a second win.
And you can't talk about the owners there. No owner talk when he loses.
And you know what, George, you got Ibrox a few days. They hate Ange as it is. Ex-Celtic manager. That's a tough game. Rangers away from home. That's a tough game.
You know what's so fucked about Sunday, bro? Yeah, you're not even the last game. It's us, you know.
No, I don't get that, bro. Why is that?
I'm gonna get home late. I'm gonna get home late for that one, bro.
Who thinks of doing that now? 7 p.m. like football, like that's we're playing La Liga, man. La Liga do that.
We're playing the same time as Spurs. You're playing at 7 as well.
Yeah. I think it's because of the Europa League game and stuff, and with the fact we're both away from home. I think it's like they're trying to space out the game so it's all on football on TV.
Yeah, but not 7 p.m. though, innit? Bloody hell, man.
Under the lights.
And on Thursday, I think Chelsea are playing like 3:30 in that, man. That's not even a school run time, man. What's going on there? That's crazy, man. Yo, 3:30, you know, mad. But listen, people, check out Jordz' channel, Durag Diaries. We'll see you in the chat there. Peace.